Welcome to Chat With Me Wednesday. It is 8:30 promptly. I just had a shower and got ready to bed. So I'll wait a couple of minutes to see if anyone is here. Oh, crazy snow we have out there. It's unbelievable. I think I'm just going to stay in here in my room and do it from in here, hoping this is enough lighting. I just don't want my phone to fall over. I'm sure it's fine. Might have to pop it out of the case. So today was a busy day. I had to pay some bills and run some errands today. My lip is still kind of big. It's really sore today. And I just got the blinker hand on my car fixed today. Hi David, hi Bison. Don't forget to give my video a thumbs up, guys. So I got that done, drove around. I basically think driving in my car today was tobogganing. I don't think the snow that we have right now is very great. I'm scared we're going to have a snow day tomorrow again because the weather is really crazy right now. We drove around in it all afternoon and had errands to run. I had a doctor's appointment this evening, got my car fixed for a few minutes, trying to get things fixed on it so it's ready for the safety or whatever. I got to get 2 tires at least this week. Whether I get 4, I don't know, it depends on my budget. But my front 2 tires are kind of balding, and the back 2 are with a lot more tread, so at least I'm not fishtailing in the snow, but holy, it's terrible weather. How's it going? I know we had, okay, so like one of the neighboring cities had a snow day today, and we had ours yesterday, so I'm worried we're going to have another one tomorrow. I guess with flatlands, there isn't a lot, you kind of have it drift everywhere, I'm assuming. So yeah, today was a super crazy day. My doctor's appointment went well. I got a renewal for my existing prescription for the one. Cosentex, I might be taking myself off of it, so I'm not sure yet. I'm still breaking out in rashes. I got an emergency appointment tomorrow at the hospital to get my skin checked out again by the same doctor that put me on the prednisone. So I'm going to be in the hospital tomorrow. So that's not going to be any fun. Yeah, it's snowing like crazy here. We've had nothing but crazy snowfall for the last couple of days, and right now it's terrible out there. The roads are horrific. We were driving around, tobogganing around basically in the car, and not fun at all. So got a few vlogs to still upload from this week. I got my Zape bath today. That finally came in, so I made a video on that as well of my haul, so I'm going to upload that later this week too. Yeah, I haven't been feeling that great today. I also took myself off of the HempWorks right now. I'm taking myself off my Cosentex, my HempWorks. I'm taking myself off everything right now to try to narrow down what's going on. Now, I've been talking to a lot of professionals about being allergic to a medication after being on it for such a large amount of time. Anything's possible. So I could be having an allergic reaction to the Cosentex. So it's hard to say. I don't know. It's making me nervous because I don't know what else to do. Now, I don't feel that great today because usually I take the HempWorks, and I don't know what to do. I don't know if I should even take that. So I started taking the HempWorks around the time that I started also breaking out in this rash. Now, they can't be sure whether it's an allergic reaction or if it's not. So I'm going to ask them to do some cultures and maybe take some blood and do some biopsies tomorrow. So fingers crossed that we can narrow down what this actually is tomorrow. So I'm very desperate here trying to figure this out. So my son still has nothing. My son isn't battling anything like I am, so it's not like we have something in our house or something that's biting us. It would be different if we were infested with something together, but it's just me, so I don't know. It's very stressful. So I know. Oh, hey, Michael. How's it going? I know don't forget to give my video a thumbs up, guys. I know we have Jim coming on later after Vikings, and I know Stacy's going to join us in a little bit. So I'm hoping that I can continue my vlog. Aw, thanks, Michael. That's awesome. Thanks, guys. I love your support. How's everybody else doing today? What are you guys up to? How's the day been for you? What's the weather like where you guys are today? It's just crazy. Like, I mean, I understand it's wintertime and it's time for this stuff to happen, but does it have to happen all at once in the next couple of days? Aw. I didn't know that your grandfather passed away. I'm so sorry to hear that. Aw. I was very devastated when my grandfather passed away, so I can't imagine what you're going through. It's got to be tough. I don't have any living grandparents anymore, so they've all passed on, so it's definitely sad. My grandfather, the only grandfather I had left, passed away last year, so now I don't have any grandparents left, unfortunately. I'm so sorry to hear that. I hope that you're finding the ways to cope with this and you have the right people and stuff around you to help you get through this. I find music always helps me get through those kind of things, the emotional struggles and stuff like that. So hopefully you have like some sort of outlet to keep you going. I'm still angry about your grandfather was a YouTuber? What did he make YouTube videos about? That's kind of awesome. I'm trying to think what else is going on. I'm really itchy right now. I just had a shower, so my skin's really itchy. The one bump on the bottom of my foot is hurting me. Oh, angry grandpa. I'm so sorry. I totally misunderstood that. I'm going to have to look him up. I'm going to look him up while we're talking. Angry grandpa. I don't know who that is. Angry grandpa. And when did he pass away? Oh, I've never heard of him before. We have lost Grandpa. Oh, I saw that it was 3 days ago that they posted that he had passed away.
What's going on, you guys?
Oh, I guess I don't want to play that. Oh, you know what? I have seen videos by them before. The person, I think that's the son or the grandson that's talking, I've seen him before. Oh, that's sad. I'll have to tell my dad about that. My dad actually watches their YouTube videos. That's really sad. Did they say did he pass away just of old age, or was he sick, or I remember watching some of these YouTube videos at my parents' house, and very familiar. Aw, I'm so sorry to hear that. Oh, his name was Charles. I remember watching some of their funny skits and stuff like that, like some of their videos. That's so sad. That's not good at all. I would be really upset if one of my favorite YouTubers has passed away too. I have quite a few, actually. Oh, well, that's really nice of you. I'm so sorry to hear about that, though. I'm actually messaging my mom right now as we speak to let my dad know. There, I just mentioned it to them. I don't know. Maybe he might already know. I don't know. My family and I, this year, like, my family is very small. We don't have, like, a super huge family, but, my sister and her boyfriend, my son and I, my mom, my dad, my aunt, my uncle, their kids, and their babies and stuff like that are coming. And we're doing a Christmas early on the 22nd or 23rd of December. I think the 23rd of December is when we're doing it. We normally do it on Christmas Eve, but this year with my sister and her boyfriend's family and my uncle and their families and stuff, they have so many functions to go to, so we're going to do it early. And then normally on Christmas Day, my parents usually come over here, but this year we're going to go to my parents' house. I don't really feel in the mood to clean my house and have people here. My place is really small, And we normally like cook breakfast and hang out at my place and exchange gifts kind of thing. But this year we're going to do it a little bit different. I just, I don't want things to be stressful for me having to clean my house and have people here. It's another body here. My sister's got a boyfriend now. So having one more person in my small apartment. So I am a single mom, yes. Nobody else, like, no other people in my son and I's life other than my immediate family. My son's, I call him a creator, left when I was pregnant. And he tried to come back into the picture when my son was about 3 months old or so, like up until he was about 3 months old. So yeah, my son is 7 and I've done it all by myself with supportive friends and family, of course, but I've done it all by myself. I don't have a lot of time away from him. I don't have a babysitter for him. My parents and my sister used to watch him once in a while, but not very often. I don't have anybody to really watch him for me. So, and I can't afford a babysitter. So my parents and family are the ones that would watch him if I wanted to go out or do something. But for the most part, they're always busy doing stuff. So I really don't get a chance to do that kind of stuff anymore. It's hard to get somebody to watch him. And he's a big mommy suck too. So it's just him and I, and we're like a team, and we argue back and forth like we're friends. So it's hard, but I'm happy. I wouldn't change it any other way. Like, I love it the way that it is, but oh, well, thank you. Awesome. I used to have Kik and I used to have Snapchat. Now I just kind of use Facebook. You can always join my Facebook group and we can message off there too. The Living Life with Ankylosing Spondylitis, like the YouTube channel. I have the Facebook page. The link will be down below on this video later too. I do have my email down below also. I've had people emailing me lately too, so that's been kind of neat. Yeah, but Christmas is small. I always wished I had a big family, to be honest, and I know people say no you don't because big families are a lot of drama sometimes, but no, I don't have hangout either, sorry. But I'm somebody that has so much love to give, and when I was in relationships with boyfriends, their families were so big, they had to like rent halls to have family gatherings, so it's very strange that I have such a small family. And I also wished I had more kids by now too, but my son's 7, and even if I settle down in a relationship in the next few years, I don't think I want to go through the process of having another child when my son's getting bigger, and I want to enjoy life too and travel and do lots of fun stuff, and I don't want to have a baby to worry about. So yeah, it wasn't the plan I had in mind. I've always wanted more kids and stuff too, but I've been single for 7 years, so it's quite a lot. But I enjoy my independence. I love single. I used to always have relationships and be in relationships, and I felt like I couldn't survive without a relationship or something, but I've been engaged once, but I don't think it was serious. I didn't even have a ring. We just were planning a wedding, and we liked the idea of it, but the guy I was dating was very immature and young and didn't understand what a relationship was supposed to be, so we never got married, thankfully. So I'm very happy that I never followed through with that, but his sister and I are best friends, and we've been for 15 years now, so I got a best friend out of it. I'm trying to think what else. Yeah, so Christmas time is nice. I love the idea of like a family and lots of gatherings, but like I only see my family at Christmas, the ones that we get together. We don't really talk any other time of the year, unfortunately. I mean, we never see each other. We don't talk. Sometimes we'll wish happy birthday on Facebook, but we only see them at Christmas, so it's kind of sad. Ah, and and she's here. Yeah, like I'm so thankful. I don't think I have the same beliefs in marriage anymore. My parents have been married 37 years just on December 6th, and they just got back from a cruise, and they like celebrated their anniversary while they were gone. But I mean, I've seen my parents have arguments and fights and stuff, so I know it's normal to have your, typical disagreements and argue and bicker and whatever. Especially being together for 37 years, you probably get sick of each other at some point, but you know each other so well, and the bond that you have and the the history that you have is so great, and it's very rare anymore to find people with like that kind of bond and still married. So I've always wanted to find a partner that has the same values and beliefs as I do, but it's not common anymore. A lot of people are divorced or separated and have children with their previous partner, and there's a lot of step families now and stuff like that, and I don't know. I don't know how I would be able to handle something like that if I was to get into a relationship. I wouldn't know the first thing, especially because my son doesn't have a father figure in the picture. So to take my love that I want to give him fully and give it to somebody else and maybe their family members, I just don't know that I want to do that. So I don't know. I like single. There's pros and cons to relationships and single and all that stuff, but pretty much I'm happy the way things are. If someone comes along and enlightens me and adds to the existing life I have without stressing me out and taking the fun out of everything, then maybe, but I'm not expecting anything. I'm not planning on anything. So if I'm single the rest of my life, I'm content with that, because I don't have to argue with anyone. I don't have to spend my money on anyone but myself, and companionship would be great. Don't get me wrong. There's a lot of things that are awesome in relationships when you find the right person, but even friends of mine are married and have issues, so it's no different to be married or dating, or, it's not any different for me. But yeah, so that is life. Christmas time is kind of, emotional for me because I wish I had more family, but I do celebrate with my friend Beth, who's on here now, Mama Mia. We do go hang out with them for either Christmas time or New Year, somewhere in between that gap. I do try to see some friends during that time. A lot of my friends are my family, like my family void kind of thing. Like, my friends were more my family for me when I was having issues with my family. So they're just as important to me as blood anyway. So it's nice to see a lot of my friends when I can too. So that's what I'm going to try to do during the holidays, is spend some time with some family and friends. What are you guys doing during the Christmas holidays? Anything? And are you guys done your Christmas shopping? Like, I am kind of in a spot where I've got some stuff, but I'm kind of tight for cash right now until my car gets sorted out. So put it in God's hands. God lead us. Yeah, I have more friends now on social media than I do in real life, I swear, because that's awesome. I feel the same way. I've been building such relationships with these people on YouTube and these chats, and I find that I have more connections and I enjoy the conversations. Like, I'm getting through a lot of my emotional stuff and sadness through, chatter and conversation with everyone that's also going through the same experiences. So I found that YouTube is such a great outlet for me to battle some of the anxiety and depression that I'm going through, not only with family or friends or whatever, but also with the disease I'm battling. Anything. It gives me a chance for me to talk to everybody. Oh, well, thanks, Michael. Oh, yay, David. That's awesome. And do you have a wife, David, so do you do things with your wife's family as well and your family, or do you have to travel to see your family? Like, do you guys have to travel far to see family and friends to visit, or is everybody quite close to you guys? I don't have to travel really anywhere. My one friend, Jay, he comes down from Sudbury, so he'll be coming down to visit, and he's the only one that I have to wait for to come down, because he usually has to travel to be here. So that's one person that I have to wait until they get down here. But then I have to battle waiting for them to see both sides of their family, because they have separated families as well. So we kind of get fit in there somewhere. What is it, 3 hours from here? Oh, okay. 3 hours, that's kind of nice though, to have like a drive to go visit family. That would be great. I love all the food. My favorite part is like the food and the games and the fun, and then like by New Year's, I try to take the tree down right on New Year's Eve, like, or the next day, New Year's Day. I think I take the tree down. I'm like so eager to take it down already. I don't like clutter, and I want it out of my house. It's pretty when it's all lit up, but I just want it gone. Oh, 6 hours. Wow. I want to, I can't wait to travel. Oh, I just want to go all over the place. So much fun. I'm still, like, Jim, when he comes on later from New York, I still have friends in New York right now, and just watching all their pictures, and everybody going to travel and visit family right now. I wish I was traveling. 4 inches of snow. I'm going to be yawning, and I'm so sorry about that, but I haven't taken my hemp oil today, or my CBD oil. I should. I just don't know if I want to. I'm just really nervous about what's going on with my skin, and I really don't feel good. So taking myself off all this stuff is also not making me feel very good either. So I don't know. I guess I'll get some answers tomorrow when I go to the doctor, hopefully, and then maybe I'll just take a few drops tonight of the CBD oil just to keep it going. I don't want New Year's to come because I'm going to be old. Aw. I'm going to be 35 in the new year in May. So not too far behind you, I guess. I like New Year's for the idea of celebrating and ringing in the next year, but there's always so much to be stressed out about too. Like, I don't know. I know I want to be right in New York. I look young? Oh, that's awesome. Thanks for that. 41 in January, David? Oh, wow. I didn't know you were that old. Well, I don't mean like you're that old, but I just mean I thought you were younger than 41, actually. But I wasn't really sure. I look 20? I guess that's a good thing. I still get ID'd when I go to the liquor store. Or if I was to go buy like a lottery ticket or something. Ooh. Ooh. See, this is what happens if I don't take the CBD oil, too. I might have to take it. Maybe I just won't go crazy with it. I'm so itchy. I think I have a new bump right here on my elbow. I still have this one, and the one on my wrist is actually going down. So to be honest, they do puff up a bit, but they're not as bad as they've been. So something's calming it down. I don't know. It's not as bad as it was. Gotcha. I have a sister, and she's 32, so she's 2 years younger than me, and I think her boyfriend is the same age as her. So they still live with my parents, and the 4 of them are like in the same house. So that's like my family. And then, like I said, I don't have any other siblings. I don't have any grandparents. I do have a cousin and distant cousins as well, like stuff like that. And some of my other family, they live in Ottawa, but they're like distant relatives, great aunts and uncles, and I think some of them have even passed away now. My grandfather's brother, my uncle, is still alive. He is a war veteran, and he's in a war veteran like hospital type style for taking care. He's getting up there. He's 90 something. And he's not doing very well. He's been really sick, though, for quite a while. So I don't have a lot of family anymore. Like I said, I always wished I had a big family. I have the heart for a big family, but I just don't have a big family. Brothers and sisters only traveled to 2. Oh, half sisters. Yeah, it's that time of year where it's about family and friends and all that stuff. So it's, I don't know. That's why I love Christmas. I love the celebration of spending time. But for me, I'm finding it harder the older I get that, like, I feel like, why aren't we only spending time with each other at Christmas? Like, why aren't we spending time with each other as a family, like, other times, too? So I'm kind of sad about the whole process because, like, why are we only getting together for Christmas? Like, just to have a big dinner and not see each other again for a year? Like, I don't know. My family's strange, I guess. I guess all families are dysfunctional, but I don't know. It just eats me alive sometimes because I wish I had more family and stuff like that. So, and it just sucks because the family I do have is, not as family oriented. Like, I've been watching a lot of those memes on YouTube and Facebook where it's like, I think it's time to put your motorcycle away now, and it's got like the motorcycle stuck in a snowbank. So I was sending those to my parents. My parents have Harleys. This one I got from Friday the 13th in Dover. So this is my first time going to Dover, and it was cool. So this is my it's like a sequin kind of motorcycle. So this is my memorabilia from my first experience. So I get to ride on my parents' motorcycles and stuff like that. I have my own helmet and my own gear and whatnot, but I don't have my own bike just because, well, I didn't have the money to afford one before, but now with my back and stuff like that, I couldn't even ride if I wanted to. Plus I have a son, so it's not like he can ride on the back. Not on like a Honda or something like that. Maybe on a cruiser. He rides on my parents' bikes anyway, but not on something like that. I would want like a speed bike or something like that. I wouldn't want a cruiser. What else is going on? I'm trying to think. Oh, tonight there's some shows on tonight I'm gonna watch. I'm gonna watch Empire and trying to think what else. I've been binge watching like crazy the show Shameless, the US version. They're in season 8 right now, which is on Sunday nights, and I'm now on season 3. So I've binge watched from 1 to 3 so far, and it's only been a week, and I've been binge watching like crazy. I love Empire. I was not a Terrence Howard fan whatsoever, but I really, really loved the show. I find that some of it's a little bit far-fetched and kind of silly as far as like the mob or the gangster style, but I really love like the storyline and where it's going and the people that are in there. My friend Beth watches another show called I forget what it's called. Is it what was that one called? Power, I think it was called. That one's similar to Empire. I tried to watch that one too, but I didn't like that one as much. Yeah, Power. I prefer Empire, but she prefers Power. So they're kind of similar in the sense about the way they go with like, you know, the music industry, drugs, alcohol, partying, you know, that kind of stuff, the relationships and stuff. But she prefers Power, I prefer Empire, but you know what I mean? They kind of are the same idea as far as show. It's just different cast and stuff like that. So if you haven't seen it, check out even just the pilot or whatever, or watch the trailer for it. It's really, really cool. But both are pretty good. So what's the other show I'm watching tonight? I already watched, last night was Gwen Stefani's special, so I was really happy about that one. Let me just look really quick. I always forget what's on. Oh, Empire. Not a lot of shows for me right now. Nothing else I don't think that I'm watching. I think I'm going to be back to watching Shameless. This week I'm supposed to be getting my DVD or my CD, and I haven't gotten it yet. Chester Bennington and Linkin Park, they did one more album of like the live tributes and stuff, and I still haven't gotten it. I'm supposed to have it by the 15th, so I was really hoping to have that in the mail by this week, but I haven't gotten it. And there's one other thing I'm waiting for in the mail. I just forget what it is. Trying to get everything organized. This was my week off to get stuff done. So far today was the most busiest day I've ever had, and I did get as much as I could get done. My son is going to the movies next week for a school trip, so I get to go on it, and we're going to go see that movie Ferdinand the Bull with John Cena. So they're all studying the book. I guess it's based on a book, and they're studying like friendships and respect and values and the way that you be kind to people and stuff like that. So they want to watch the movie, and they're going to study it and talk about it in class and do like a report up on it and stuff like that. So it's really, really cute, and I'm excited that it's like the second last day of school before Christmas holidays that we all get to go on this field trip and go to the movies. So it's really, really cool. I was going to go take him to see that movie this week, and now I don't have to because we're all going to go see it together. And then next week on Tuesday, I'm taking Ray to see Star Wars, the new Star Wars movie. So I am so excited, and I cannot wait. I know, I'm so freaking excited. I think I'm more excited because now they're bringing everybody together again, where you know how they did Force Awakens, and then they did Rogue, and everybody was kind of separated, and now they're all coming together into one. So I love a lot of the cast from both, so I'm really excited to see what happens with this one. And just seeing the trailers and the previews, it looks really good, so I'm excited. Brayson is beyond excited, I think. So I'm going to bring my Star Wars blanket like a nerd and just sit there and chill out. No, I didn't hear that actually. Huh. I know that it was neat. Wasn't it Paul McCartney that was? No, Paul McCartney was in Pirates of the Caribbean. I was trying to remember what celebrity I saw in what movie that was shocked that I didn't know about. That was Pirates of the Caribbean new one though. No, I don't think I've heard anything about who's in this one. I'm just excited. I'm a big Star Wars fan now. I never was. Like, I didn't like Star Wars or anything like that, but when you have a son and a boy who loves Star Wars, you fall in love with it just as much as he does, and then it's almost like everything Star Wars we had in our home at one time, from, like, mashup toys to, like, blankets and pillowcases, and now we have Angry Birds Star Wars, so, yeah, Justice League, yes, I saw that one. Sorry, my chat keeps disappearing. Did you get to see the Injustice? Oh, the Injustice. Yes, I did. I really liked it. I'm trying to think what else is coming out. My son loves the Wonder Woman movie. He always wants us to keep watching it. I liked it. I thought it was really, really good, and I didn't expect it to be like that. I didn't want to see it at first, and once I saw it, I was really glad I did. But now my son wants to watch that one all the time, and I'm like, no, let's watch another one. Like, let's watch something different. I'm just getting sick of it already. I'm trying to think what else. I'm surprised I don't know what time Jim's going to be on here. I don't even know if I'll be on here still when Jim comes online. Suicide Squad was I loved that one. I actually saw it twice in theater, and I went and bought the movie. Oh, that's funny. Oh. I wonder what I should do. I'm just having some crazy chest pains tonight. I think it's the lack of the hemp oil, for crying out loud. I guess you really feel in your body when you start eliminating things how terrible you feel. Some of these things really help you feel better. I've just been off edge all day. Like, I feel weird today. Strange. I feel like, I feel overheated at the moment, which I'm going to turn the fan on. Give me a minute. I always seem to have to turn the fan on. I had a shower, so I feel a lot better from showering, but then I feel really gross tonight. Just a little under the weather. My stomach. My mom sounds like she's coming down with a cold, and my son sounds like he's starting to come down with a cold, and I'm like, please do not bring that around here. I don't want to get anything. Oh, I love this stuff. Blueberry. What else is going on, guys? I feel like all I do is talk on these things, and it's one-sided. I should block that out of there. So I'm just going to move this so that I can keep the light out, but still kind of sit back in my chair. Thank you, Michael. I hope that this stuff goes. I know, like, at the time when you're in the middle of something where, like, everything's really stressful, I know it seems like nothing's going to get better and it's not going to pass. And it's not until, you know, you get through everything that it's like, oh, you know what? You know, that wasn't so bad. But right now I'm just like, oh my God, like, is this ever going to go away? I just want to feel good. I want to stop itching. I want these bumps to stop appearing. What am I allergic to, or what's wrong? I just want to know, because it's really serious. It's a very serious thing to not know if you can take your own medication or not, because you might be allergic to it. So anybody here who hasn't given a thumbs up, make sure you do. I've got some videos I still want to upload from the last few days, like our snow day and just some of the last few days where we were doing some stuff. I've got a lot of haul videos. A lot of like wax videos and haul videos. Bam. Joe Maz. I'm not sure. Hey, how's it going? I'm trying to think what we're doing on the weekend. I don't think we're going to do anything crazy this weekend. I'm just really hoping that I'm not too financially unstable after having to pay for my car to get fixed. But it sounds like it's not going to be that terrible to fix. Aw, thanks, Joe. Yay, awesome. Don't forget to give my video a thumbs up. Okay, sounds good, Michael. I'll still be here. I'll come up with some things to talk about. Oh. Yeah, so I guess I'll have to keep you guys posted on what happens tomorrow, and then I'll keep you guys posted on what goes on with my car. I came up with a different action plan today. My friend Erica's husband fixed my car tonight with my blinker. I haven't had a working blinker like to turn left in 6 or 8 months. So he found I have a Chevy Cobalt, and they don't make those anymore, but you still get the odd car in that they are scrapping or whatever. So he managed to grab a blinker for me the other day, and oh my god, it's weird. Even driving home after he fixed it, it took 5 minutes to fix, not even, and for him to just install it for me, and me driving home, I forgot all about the fact that it was fixed. Never even paid attention to the fact that my blinker works now. So it's just strange. I'm such a weird character, I tell ya. I usually subscribe to everybody that subscribes to me. So if I haven't yet, I'll go check to make sure. But most 99.9% of the time, unless somebody doesn't really want subscribers, I subscribe to everyone that subscribes to me. So I'll have to check out your channel and see what it's all about. I don't think I've looked at it yet, to be honest. Frig, stop yawning. I'm going to put some of this on. My lips are really sore. I'm using some Country Market Crafts Fruit Loops. I don't even think it's going to let me. Oh, there we go. Fruit Loops. And it actually smells and tastes like Fruit Loops. This is like the season of dry skin, dry lips, chapped everything. I am dry skinned everything. So Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays now. Just out of Sundays. Oh, cool. I started out with Chat With Me Wednesdays, and now lately I have been doing a lot more live chats myself. I find it's a heck of a lot easier to do a live chat than edit and upload and, you know, make a thumbnail and do all this crazy stuff. So lately I've just been doing it out of laziness, I guess. Wednesdays are shoutouts. Oh, cool. Do you have a lot of subscribers? I'm trying to increase mine, but I think I'm at 268. I mean, that's pretty darn good. I've only had my account for just over a year. Wow, send some of your people my way. I need some subscribers. Do a shout out. Have you done your live chat already, or are you doing that in a little bit? I usually just do Wednesdays for sure, and whatever seems to come about. If something is exciting or I'm bored, like right now, there isn't a lot going on. Today was busy, but I'm curious, how do you get 841 subscribers? Stacy, our friend Stacy even has like 1,043 or 1,400 or something like that. I'm just like, I don't know how to get that many people. I got family and friends and everybody local on my Facebook to join, and oh, that's cool. Hey Bison, welcome back. I found that I've accumulated probably about 15 subscribers just from joining other people's live chats. So I find that that's working too. Whether or not they care for the content of your channel and your live chats, I have no idea. I do find a lot of people unsubscribe later. So I'll get the odd unsubscriber, like I'll get one here, one there. So I'll think I have like 267, and then the next thing you know, it says 266 out of nowhere. Not anything really. You didn't miss anything crazy. We're just talking about family and Christmas and siblings. Talking about my car 2 weeks ago about the unsubscribe issue going around. Is there an I'll have to check it out. I know that YouTube is also closing like a lot of accounts that aren't active. So if someone subscribed to your channel just to subscribe and then they don't use the account, I know that they're actually like deleting those accounts and stuff if there's no activity. That part I knew about. But as far as anything else, like, I don't know. There's a lot of people where, like, one of the YouTube partners that I use, for example, you could go on and create these groups and like other people's videos, and they would follow you and you would follow them. So there's lots. I'm trying to find and learn ways to like increase it. I mean, I'm not doing this for fame or anything like that. I'm doing it more for fun and entertainment and enjoyment. But at the same time, I'm like, how do people get so many subscribers? My dad will, like, when I go there on the weekends, we'll sit there and watch YouTube videos, and he will sit there and critique things and be like, look at this video. Like, this video says naked person does this, and then you go to watch the video and there's no naked person in the video. So people are like falsely advertising their YouTube channels and videos to get more subscribers, and then when you go to watch the video, it has nothing to do with that actual title. So I'm not about to like falsify just to increase subscribers and viewers personally. I know it's kind of like, I don't know, I just think that's wrong personally. I mean, if it works, great, but I remember watching this one guy, I forget what his name is now, but I subscribed to him on my channel, but he said, oh, my girlfriend's pregnant, house fire, I can't believe we burned down the house, and then you go to watch the video and there's like nothing to do with that, like nothing at all. So I was kind of more mad that I wasted the time watching this guy's video, but that's how you do it. You bring people in with a title or a thumbnail or a photo or a screenshot, and then these people will, you know, people will definitely go to your videos and watch them. So then these people have like 8 million views on something. Yeah, see, exactly. Put boobs in the thumbnail and everybody will watch. This one woman is a breastfeeder, and she was breastfeeding her like 12-year-old daughter or son, and my dad's like, I wonder if this is actually what it is. She's got like 8 million views, all these subscribers, like look at her account. You click on it, she's actually breastfeeding her child who's like 12 years old, and all she does is lay on a bed and breastfeed her child in front of everyone, like while she's talking about random things of the day. And I'm just like, I guess if that's what gets you views and pays the bills and whatever, then great, but I'm just not about that. I'm not about to like start breastfeeding my 7-year-old just to get subscribers. Not what I'm about. Sorry guys, but I just thought, wow. So some people will do anything for attention and 30 seconds of fame, I guess. I don't know. I think I have a little bit more morale and more self-worth, I guess. But you know, that's just how it goes, I guess. Let's see if I can move this a little bit better. Trying to make it work. Da, 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 da. There we go. Better! It's hard. I'm trying to find places to like do my live chats, and I haven't done a live chat in front of the Christmas tree in a while either. I've been hiding in my room a lot more, especially because like my son just went to bed, so I like to hide in my room, watch Shameless, and come in here and not sound like I'm talking to myself. He knows though. I get him right to bed and I'm like, we gotta go! Bedtime routine, it's time for my live chat. I was kind of worried today with how hectic of a day I had that I wouldn't even have time to do this chat today, or I'd be kind of late. So I'm glad that everything worked out. My one doctor's appointment actually went faster than I expected it to, and then I didn't think fixing the car would only take 5 minutes. I thought we were looking at a good half an hour. So I'm just really thankful that my friend's husband is a mechanic. He's actually asking to help me. So I'm like, yay! He's like, don't worry, we'll make it so you can afford it. We'll fix it in the garage. We've got all the tools. So what a lifesaver. These people are amazing. And she just came into my life too. Like, I met her through the school, and she's a dental hygienist, and she actually works right around the corner from where we live, and she lives like 3 houses down. So Erica's become a nice friend. We do shopping together. We do Costco runs together, and We did some Christmas shopping together, so it's kind of nice that, you know, she's this new friend and we're helping each other. I'm watching her daughter tomorrow, actually, for like an hour when I get back from my appointment, so she can go to like a Christmas party for her son. So, you look like a shoe? Who looks like a shoe? Billy Payne. I look like a shoe. I'm not sure how that happens. I don't know what to say to that, I guess. Thank you. Thumbs up. I'm not sure. Anyone want to elaborate? No? Says the dude that can... Yeah. Why would you call me a shoe? The bottom of that one that is caked in dog shit. What? What? The bottom of one that is caked in dog shit. I don't even know who this person is or what he's trying to say. I have no idea. No clue. What? I don't know what you're talking about, Billy. I don't even know what you mean. The bottom of what? And what looks like a shoe? Do your parents know you're still awake? Are you older than 5 years old? I don't know who this person is, sorry, but I was like, who's coming on here insulting me already? I'm not mean-spirited, so I don't know what's wrong with people. I do have lurkers. You never know. Where do you live, Billy? Maybe you came from Stacy's chats? I'm not sure. I don't know. Sometimes I don't know where the subscribers come from, to be honest. I couldn't tell you. Oh, you're in Texas. Awesome. Very nice. I'm not a mean person, so I'm not gonna engage, I guess. I'm just gonna keep to my usual. I'm not in the mood for arguing anyway. I argued enough with my child earlier today. Arguing when they are, there's no end in sight when you argue with a child, that's for sure. So now that my car is going to be getting fixed, hopefully I can, in the new year, somewhere in January, February, March, April, can maybe get a cancellation for a tattoo appointment so that I can finish this bad boy. It's actually almost fully healed now. After having my shower tonight, it's a little bit dry. But I still have one like scab on the crease of my arm, which, like I had told you guys, when you're bending your elbow as much as you do, that's the weirdest, honestly the weirdest spot I never thought about it, to be honest, and now it's caused me nothing but problems from the beginning because you always bend your elbow. So I'm really hoping that I can get in and get this all done and shade it all in. At least like this part. I still have to figure out what I want to do with the rest of it, like the back side here, just to fill it in. So I guess that's kind of my next project, is figuring out what kind of things I want to incorporate into there. Now, given that I have ankylosing spondylitis, I don't think I'm planning on putting any of that into my tattoo. My thing is people get misdiagnosed with stuff all the time, and I'm not saying that, yeah, I got called a shoe. I'm going to put a giant shoe right here. I don't know. There's always that thought in the back of my mind that maybe I still don't even have the disease I have and people just like misdiagnose you. So I would hate to be the person that like tattoos that onto you and then find out you don't even have that. So knowing how my luck has been going with like all these issues I'm having, that's the last thing I would want, is to incorporate that. But I also don't want to incorporate that into my favorite things. Like, it's not something I'm happy about. It's something that's changed my life and I'm not fond of it, so I don't want to incorporate that in any way. So I just kind of need to sit down and go through some more ideas and figure out what I want to finish it and see how much it's going to cost to finish it. Oh, the shoe? I'm going to get a shoe tattooed on my forehead. I'm going to put it right here, just right on the forehead area. Tonight is, yeah, kind of a crappy night as far as how I'm feeling. Not eating as much sugar and junk food. I am now having a hard time with stopping eating. Like, I want to keep eating because I'm trying to fill that void. I haven't had very much pop at all in the last 3 days, and I miss it, but I don't miss the taste. I don't know. It's like smoking, you know. I used to smoke, and I remember quitting. I would still smoke the occasional time, and then same with pop. Like, every time I quit it, I still really want it, and I'm only quitting it because it's not healthy for you. I'm not quitting because I really want to. You know, life is more important than this stupid crap, but I mean, geez, it's hard, especially when I don't do anything really, so it's kind of like a void filler for me. So I miss pop, but whatever, I'll get through it. I need to start exercising a little bit more, maybe putting my focus when I'm craving stuff to other things, and then maybe it'll take it away. There we go. I don't know who's still here. It says only 2 people. Oh, there we go. Now it says 3. I meant that you might have not. Oh, yeah, it's possible. I mean, that's the thing. People are misdiagnosed every day, and that's always out there. I mean, my friend Beth, for example, was misdiagnosed with cancer, for crying out loud. So, and she went through all the phases of chemo and everything like that. So even something as simple as cancer, where they, you know, try to figure out the type of cancer and go ahead with treatments, they were still wrong in her diagnosis, and now she's been extremely sick because of it. So that's the same thing with me. I'm going through all these treatment plans, all these like challenges to try to treat this so-called disease that I have, and it's like, do I even have that disease? Maybe it's a combination of many things, so who knows. But yeah, I'm not about to tattoo that to me at all. I definitely thought about that. People make t-shirts and stuff all the time, and bracelets and wristbands and all that kind of stuff. So I have a bracelet actually that was sent to me from this disease. Like, there's all sorts of websites you can order stuff with the name on it and things like that. So I did get one in the beginning, but I don't wear it. Looking at it stresses me out, and I don't want to remember this disease. I don't want this disease to become me. So I kind of omit that from my mindset. I try to anyway. I try to pretend I'm normal. Nothing's wrong with me. What are you talking about? So I live in denial. That's all I can really say. I'm in denial. I've been in denial for years. Fook this. I should get a picture with with Jim on my shirt and say, "Fook this." I know. I don't know what time Vikings is over. I'm thinking 10 o'clock. So, or maybe it's 9:30. I don't know. I don't know. I thought he would have been here by now, but I guess not. Stacy's gonna be here anytime now. She said she'd be home by like 9:30, so I'm assuming she'll be on to chat if she makes it. I still have to load the dishwasher tonight. That's one of the things I need to do. And probably go out and shovel some more snow, because it looks like the snow hasn't stopped since we got home. And, yeah, today was a very long day. I agree. Very much so. I definitely have, no idea how I'm gonna get through driving and tobogganing tomorrow in the roads, but it's kind of my own fault. I left these, yeah, maybe a snow day tomorrow. Yeah, but if it's a snow day tomorrow, I have to take my son with me to the hospital, so he's just gonna drive me crazy and be annoyed that we're waiting, and I don't know, maybe not. He didn't do too bad the last time we went, but it's just I feel bad dragging him along, so. And my mom has to work tomorrow, so she can't take him. Maybe my sister. I don't know. We'll see. Fingers crossed it's not a snow day. Snow days are overrated. I can't believe how many snow days they actually get nowadays. I didn't even have this many snow days growing up. And we lived out in the boonies, so now I live in town and we've had more snow days ever. Oh, what does the D stand for? Mama D? Oh, and Mamma Mia? Mamma Mia. Oh yeah, her last name. The roads are really bad already. Ugh, I know. Honestly, thank goodness for my back 2 tires. That's all I can say. Less fishtailing, but very slow takeoff. I'm scared to get nailed by somebody just taking off too slow. I don't want to get slammed into. I mean, if someone drives into my car, I mean, I'm just going to get another one, but whatever. That's not the point that I want to have happen just right now. It sounds like my car doesn't have a lot wrong with it, so that's good. He kind of looked at it briefly tonight and checked some stuff over, and he's like, just knowing that he says the underneath is pretty decent, so it might not be that bad. But at least Friday, my car is going into the shop, and I'm very excited that my friend's husband's going to take care of it, so I don't have to worry about anything now. So things are going to get better. It's just paying the bill. I'm going to be tight for money till the new year because I'm really not working that much. I know, driving, you know, the one thing I can really appreciate is I lived in the country. So when I was living at home still I got my first job at 14. So working McDonald's was my very, very first job. And I lived out in the country at my parents' home, and I needed to get to work. So they would drive me to my job, and I would get a ride after school sometimes with friends, and sometimes I would take the city bus, and that's how I would get to work. So when I was able to get my license, we got it. I went and got everything. Did driver's ed, did the in-car, did the testings, did everything. It was only like $300 back then. Now it's like $800 or $900 to do all that stuff. But I followed the steps. I wasn't one of those kids that didn't go and get their license right away. Oh, Uber. And so I drove my parents' van. I had a vehicle. I paid the insurance. I took care of it. Did all that stuff. Then I moved out on my own and got another vehicle. So I've always had a vehicle, and I've always relied on my own transportation. But I was also like the taxi driver to all my friends that didn't drive. So they don't pay for the wear and tear on your car. Sometimes they would pitch in gas, but half the time they didn't. So it's like the adulting phase. Now having to like fix up your car and pay for everything that goes wrong, and gas alone right now is ridiculous. So thankfully it's $1.15 right now. We've had those times where it's gone down below $1, which has been fantastic, but just Christ, all this stuff you got to fix on a car, not to mention the insurance, and you know, it's just annoying. It's very expensive to have a car and drive. So like, I mean, for someone in like a big city, it's almost better to take like the public transit than it is to drive, because you got to pay for parking. So when I lived in a bigger city, I walked to work every day and took the city bus because it cost me more money monthly to actually drive my car and park it than it did. So I've been through so much with driving, and I mean, I'm accident free. I've only been in one accident in my entire life, knock on wood. But, you know, like that was my fault or whatever. I did drive up over a curb once when I was 16 years old. I fell asleep while driving because I was working 4 jobs and trying to pay the bills because I lived on my own. So my grandfather back then came to my rescue and was like, don't worry, we won't tell your parents. And he fixed my tire and paid the tow truck. And, you know, I told my parents later on after my grandfather had passed away, and they weren't surprised that he bailed me out, but oh my God, I would love it. Could you imagine if we did horse and buggies and stuff like that, saved on gas? I mean, I don't think I'd want to clean up the horse poop, but we'd probably get like a citation for like our horse crapping, but it'd be a heck of a lot easier to park your horse than worry about your car. Someone would probably steal our horse in our town. They'd probably just go and steal the horse, because a horse is worth more than, isn't a horse worth more than a car? I don't know. I don't know how much a horse is, but I'm sure a lot. I'm sure if a car is like 30,000 brand new, maybe a horse is worth the same? I don't know. It's hard to say. Drop the oh my God, that'd be so awesome. I would love that though. When we go out to like the areas where the Mennonites are, even to show my son that there's still people with the horse and buggy, it blows him away. Like, he's just still in shock. I think it's kind of cool. I like the old school style. I think it's kind of neat. Definitely not warm in the winter, that's for sure. I think I would freeze, but I mean, they seem to do very well. It's definitely The hardest will be to say I'm not a time traveler every 5 seconds. Oh, they are cheaper? Oh, okay, I don't know. I don't know how much a horse is. I just assumed they're expensive. Seems like a lot of people don't afford a horse, so I don't know. I just assumed. I guess more people afford a car. So, I know horses are a lot of work, but it's not like they're driving them around or riding them around like transportation, but geez. I know we need something, because I even thought about getting like an electric car, because I'm just so tired of the gas and the expenses. But we were in drive-thru tonight behind a smart car, and every time I see those darn things, I kind of laugh, because they remind me of a wind-up toy car. And we were in McDonald's drive-thru, and now I'm slipping and sliding, mind you, because my front 2 tires are kind of balding a bit, so I'm already having a tough time. So then to see this smart car pull up beside you, where the tires look like they're this big around, and there's no room for like snow to even get in around the tires, around the wheel well kind of thing. So my son and I just burst out laughing, like, if I'm having trouble, what kind of trouble are they having? So then we get up to the drive-thru window, and the guy in the drive-thru window was like, "Did you see that car ahead of you?" And I just started laughing, because we're all thinking the same thing, like, how does a smart car survive in the winter? It literally looked like there's no seats really, just the driver's seat and the passenger seat. There's no trunk space. The car's like this big, this wide. Like, the guy actually thought the car was something homemade in drive-thru. I don't even think the guy had seen a smart car before, but they are tiny, and I would not want to take that up a deep hill in the winter, that's for darn sure. I think they'd be going backwards. There's no weight to that car. You'd have to have the passenger and the driver to at least have a certain weight capacity to ensure that that car makes it, because I don't think it's going to make it in the winter. Where do you put cement blocks? I mean, the people are the cement blocks, so I don't know. Bad choice of car. Who thinks to buy a smart car when they're going to buy a car? What can we buy that doesn't hold groceries or any passengers? Oh, let's get a smart car. Like, what is wrong with people? Oh, man. I couldn't even understand. So then I just found myself pondering about the smart car. Like, what kind of decision making do they make? They bought that as their car selection. So what do they use as their thought process for anything else in life when that's their decision of their car? By the way, these are not anal beads, just so you know. It's my tripod. I just find it very therapeutic while I'm sitting here. Which I'm trying to figure out how to straighten it better, because it always teeters on me when I do use it. So I can't seem to get it too straight. I should have probably got the bigger beaded tripod, but they only had these ones at Walmart. So I'm kind of SOL on that one. Need to wake up. Rich is spooky. No, they were young. They were like young looking people. They looked younger. Oh, there goes my lighting. They were younger than I am, that's for sure. But, I mean, maybe it's a really cheap car, I guess. Like, if you're looking for an affordable car when you're a young person, maybe that's the way to go. I don't know. But where would you put stuff? You can't go camping with that car. You could fit that car in your tent. So, you couldn't even fit a tent in the car itself. The car is your tent, I guess. I don't know. It's just, where are you going to put groceries? You literally can't have the passenger with you, so that you can fill the passenger seat and the floor with your groceries when you go shopping. It's just unreal. They're too small. Like, I can imagine that car getting crushed really, really easily in a car accident. There's just nothing to it. It's very small. Doesn't seem very safe to be driving, that's for sure. I've always driven a car that's at least bigger, like longer. So I don't know. So I'm trying to think what else shopping is online. Yeah, they get everything delivered. Maybe they get like their groceries delivered to their door. There's a lot of those type of things now where you can get everything practically delivered to you. Even Amazon. Amazon Prime members are purchasing all their groceries online now. My friend Brandy, as an example, got her Amazon Prime. She went back to school, so she's in school now. and she gets all the free 2-day shipping, whatever. She orders all her groceries now on Amazon. It's like, what the heck? And Walmart, she's doing stuff on Walmart. Everything gets shipped to her door. You can, all your produce you can get shipped from Walmart now. It's just crazy. So maybe that's the way of life. Tiny car, all deliveries to your house. But knowing my luck, I wouldn't get anything delivered properly because of where I live, everything gets messed up in delivery. Especially the one I got today. It took like 2 months to get here from Vegas when it normally doesn't take that long. And I actually had to pay duty and customs on it, so that was a first for me. I've been blessed. Easier and fatter America. Yep, I agree. I cannot wait for Taco Bell. I just want my Taco Bell to open up. It would get stolen. Can you imagine I ordered all my groceries for the week and then they get stolen? That would totally suck. There goes groceries. I would not want to wait for that. Not at all. Definitely not. Whew. I think this should be a drinking game for you guys. The number of times I yawn, you take a shot. I think you guys could get really drunk this conversation. I strongly think so. I need to start wrapping Christmas presents. Then I'll actually, because then I can actually pull everything out and see what I've purchased. I always forget a few things that I bought when I pull everything back out to wrap them. I went and got some new wrapping paper this year too, and stock up on my stuff I'm low on, and I don't know. I don't even know if I'm going to finish Christmas shopping or I'm just going to get the few things that I got. I really have no idea at this point. I have to figure out my financial situation once the car is dealt with and just go from there. So even if that means, you know, I'm done, then I'm done. There's nothing I can do about it. I can't blow money out of somewhere. I don't have anything to pull it out of. So until money grows on trees, I mean, this is the way it's going to be, I think. I want the car fixed, Christmas to go smoothly, and I mean, it's not about gifts anyway, and my son knows this, we've talked about it, but I just like to get him a few little things and then like one bigger thing generally, but I don't know if that's in the budget this year. I think it's going to be kind of small and kind of minor. So I really want turkey dinner. That's the one thing I really want, so I want that to hurry up. So if you guys know from any of my conversations or chats, turkey sandwiches the next day are my way of life. I can only survive with turkey sandwiches after a turkey dinner. Otherwise, no purpose in life. I cannot go on without turkey. So Beth, you better be making me turkey, because I want some turkey sandwiches. I'm coming over and I'm going to eat turkey. Whether it's before my Christmas dinner, whether it's after my Christmas dinner, or whether it's the same day, I will be there. Hopefully you make a turkey. I am going to probably force myself to start going to bed earlier at night. That's my agenda. I've been going to bed around 1:30, 2 o'clock, 2:30 every night lately. And I was doing a great thing where I was going to bed around 1 o'clock, 12 o'clock, somewhere in there. I would say between 12 and 1 in the morning. And then all of a sudden I got back into these bad habits of staying up late. Listen, I'm not a stinky girl. I don't fart. What are you talking about? No gas or nothing. Turkey doesn't make me do that. I just really want Taco Bell right now. It would be really nice if they were finished. We drove by it today, and they've got some, like, industrial lights being set up so that they can work inside now that the inside's getting done. But they're still a far way from being finished. Like, I'd even be surprised if it's February by the time it's done. I think I have better chances. I think I might be getting Taco Bell on Friday. I say this because when my car goes in the shop on Friday, where I'm going, there's a Taco Bell just up the road a bit. I mean, I do have to walk a little bit, but I mean, I've got 2 hours that they're going to be working on the car. And if they have the tires there that I want to, they're going to be doing that also. So go for a walk to Taco Bell, I think, is on my plan. So then I can get out of the area for a little bit and let them work away on the car, and I'll spoil myself with Taco Bell, because that's probably the only thing I'm interested in doing while waiting for the car. I think 2 hours is what I'm looking at. Hopefully. We'll see. I just hope the tires are a decent price. No, I don't want to get it tomorrow because I'm on a time crunch tomorrow. I have to get back to watch Abby. I forgot I promised her that. She asked me the other day if I could watch her daughter during nap time. So, like, I won't even have Bray at that time. So I'm going to not even have my own son while I'm watching another kid for like an hour. So, but whatever. She's usually pretty good. She's sleeping and she's a chip monster. So if she stresses me out, I can just give her chips and she's usually good. Yeah, I'm scared to look outside. Let's go take this camera and go see what it's doing outside. Let's rotate this camera. All right. Don't mind the messiness. I am actually kind of nervous to see what it's doing out there. I'm going to open the door. Oh, let's see. Oh, my boots are in the way. Ooh. Yep, it's still snowing. It's really blowing. Kind of drifty. If you see my car, it's already covered again. That's not good. Well, so much for hoping this stuff was done. It's really, really blowing out there. My feet are wet now. Maybe I'll sit in here for a little bit by the Christmas tree. Oh, there we go. There. No, don't say that. No snow days. Everybody's quiet tonight. Even Bison's barely talking. I don't even know if David's still here. Tom never came. We're still waiting on Jim. We're still waiting on Stacy. Yeah, I'm just hoping the snow crap stops. I'm glad it's here finally because all the kids have been really excited, but we don't need any more, to be honest. Snow all night. Ugh, gross. I turned the heat on tonight. I turned the heat on. First time. I had to turn it on because it was really, really cold. I live in a place where you almost don't even need the heat on for quite a while. I've never had it go this long where I didn't need to have the heat on, but tonight after we had gotten home from doing all of our running around, it was kind of chilly in the house. So, and I wear like shorts and a t-shirt or shorts and a tank top, and it's usually hot enough in our house that when I actually do go outside, I have to get all dressed up to go out. But yeah, even sitting in shorts and a t-shirt in the house was kind of cold tonight. So I caved and turned the heat on. So now it's starting to warm up in here. It was still only 22 though when it was cold. So I mean, that's not cold. It's still kind of warm. But it was cooler in here than normal. It's usually about 25, 26 in here when it's really hot. And that's even without the heat on. Sometimes it's like that. So, but I caved. It's on. Hey, Stacy! Welcome, girl. How was your day? How was the driving in that crazy weather? I can't believe it's coming down so hard right now. I hope you drove safe. Oh, no. Like at work or at your parents' place trying to get out of there? Up higher than my knees. Yeah, you guys got it way worse in London. And I'm scared to go there tomorrow because I don't have snow tires and I don't have very good tread. And I have to drive to the university hospital tomorrow, so... Oh, no. Did you have to work? Did you just get home from work, I think? That's crazy. I just showed a shot of what it's doing here. Yeah, that's what Beth just said. It's supposed to snow like crazy. So I'm really nervous we're going to have another snow day tomorrow. And I've got a lot of running around to do. So that's not going to fit into my day. Not at all. Okay, I gotcha. How is that tonight? I got one of the things fixed on my car tonight, and it goes in for more work on Friday. Tomorrow is an emergency appointment, so I'm kind of nervous. Ooh, Christmas tree. Oh, I can imagine. Are you guys shocked I'm not wearing a tank top today? I'm shocked. You should be shocked. I don't know what to eat. I'm hungry. I'm always hungry now. That prednisone, I wasn't hungry while I was on it. It actually did the opposite while I was on that drug. But now, since being off of it, I'm hungry all the time. It's killing me slowly. What to eat? What to eat? I like munchies. I need like some chips or something. That's what I'm really craving, but I don't really have any of that. We got rid of everything. All the junk is out of the house. My mom ordered pizza. Oh, I want pizza. You can't say that pizza word around me. I go crazy. Pizza and I are like lovers. That's the one food that I can't live without. If there's one thing I'd have to quit, if it was pizza, I'd have to say screw you. I can't quit pizza. Pizza. Pizza in the morning. Pizza in the evening. Pizza at dinner time. Yeah, I want pizza now. Thanks, Stacy. Now I want pizza. Where did you order from? Or where did she order from, your mom? I really want pizza. But I'm not about to order pizza right now. Too much for delivery, and I'm not going anywhere. My kid's asleep, so I'm not going anywhere. Sopranos. Oh, cool. I've never had that kind of pizza before. When I lived in London, I did try a few other pizza places, but I didn't try that one. Ooh. Ooh, when does the movie start? I don't want to shovel anymore. Blah, blah, blah. Now, you want to hear one thing that drove me crazy? Where I live, the lot that I live in, like where my apartment is situated, there's a city lot beside my apartment. So that lot gets plowed, obviously. So the entrance to my apartment gets plowed. But there's like, it's hard to explain, but there's like, sorry guys, it froze. I'm back. Okay, sorry about that. So what I was trying to say was, so there's like, the city lot is here, and my apartment is like here. And the way that it's situated is this part gets plowed, this part does not, so I have to shovel it. Now, we got a really nice person last year with the contractors who actually went as far as plowing kind of in front of where my car's parked so that I didn't have to shovel as much. And I was so thankful because that person was incredibly nice. They had like a giant John Deere tractor and would come in and plow it. Now, this time, we got some Jack Joe Jicky Dink guy who decided to go as far away from me as possible and didn't even come anywhere close. So now I have to shovel a hell of a lot more than I wanted to and try to get out, because if not, I'm just going to slip and slide everywhere. And I mean, it piles up back here. It gets really, really thick if you don't shovel it. And I'm the only one shoveling it, so... Windsor is so bad, people are out shoveling the roads. It took her 45 minutes. Oh, wow. I just hope it calms down. Like, I'm glad it's finally here. I don't like Christmas without snow, but does it have to be so severe? Like, so much of it? We don't really need that much. Maybe this is a sign or an indication that we're all going to get it all at once, and then we won't have any for a while. Maybe that's how it's going to be, which would be amazing. Last winter was quite mild, so maybe we'll get lucky and we won't get any more for a while. Oh, where's Jim tonight? Come on, Jim. Where are you? Jim? Maybe Vikings is still on. I don't know. I don't watch Vikings. Not a Vikings fan. He'll probably be on in 10 minutes. You watch. I'll be bored and want to get offline, and everybody will come online. That's usually how it works. We've already been chatting for an hour and 20 minutes. I mean, I've done this well, so I mean... The best shave bars. I'm trying to think if there is anything else I wanted to get for Christmas before it's too late. I think your brother might even be coming by, Beth. I don't know. He hasn't said. I should message him. There, I just wrote your brother. I think he's still stopping by. I have no idea. No clue. No clue. Yeah, he's supposed to bring that remote too, so... Oh, he says he's gonna message me. So I was worried he was gonna like come by when I'm in the middle of doing this live chat too, because then I'd have to like stop what I'm doing. If too late, okay. He might not even make it. He says it might be late. Either way, doesn't matter to me. I'm just gonna be watching Shameless for a little bit and Empire. I can't believe that man passed away. That's sad. Very sad. Very sad. Yeah, that's not surprising. I am not shocked. Well, and I didn't know if he was even going to stay in the area because of the weather. So, it's going to be really terrible. I hated driving it. Every time I drove a little bit, the windshield wipers would freeze even. So, it doesn't even matter about your tires. You can't see anything because your windshield's turning to ice and freezing your wipers. So it's like I'm banging the wipers. I busted a fingernail and cut my hand trying to like open the window and pry open and get the ice off the wipers while they were going back and forth. I grabbed onto them to like fling them up against the glass, and oh my god, I couldn't get the ice off of everything. So even defrost on the windshield wasn't helping very much. So I was just like, wow, this is really terrible. The snow is coming down so hard that everything's turning to ice and freezing, and it's cold enough that it's freezing, so it's just not great. And the roads were just so covered that you just slid. And at least I feel better. Everybody that's been posting on like all these sites has been saying, even with snow tires, they were sliding like they were a toboggan. So I feel a lot better because I was already sliding so much, and I was trying to convince myself that snow tires would be probably as bad too. But it's kind of hard when there's no pavement there. It's just snow and ice and slush and crap. So it was terrible. Very terrible. I am dreading the drive tomorrow, man. Oh my god. I'm so close to... If it wasn't for me needing to go so badly to find out what's going on with my skin and get to the bottom of this, if the weather was crappy, I would totally say, can we do another day? But I need to go. Like, I need to get this under control, find out what's going on. It's kind of a necessity, so I can't even not go. I need to get... Can you just get 2 snow tires? Like, do you have to get 4? Can you buy 2? Like, maybe, I don't know with front wheel drive if the back ones are better to get them or the front to get them on. If you were to only get 2, I don't even know. I was thinking about saving money and just maybe getting 2 snow tires and 2 newer all-season tires. And then that way when I have to take the winter tires off, I just need 2 more all-season again. But I don't know. I wouldn't have anywhere to store them anyway. Maybe in my parents' basement, but... Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like, I'm tight for cash. 4 tires is not going to go in my budget. Hi, Kayla. How's it going, Kayla? I don't know. I'm not sure where you're from, Kayla. But we're talking about the snow here today in Canada. I'm not sure if you're in Canada or in the United States, but... we're getting nailed with a lot of snow right now, so I'm worried it's a snow day tomorrow, and I've got a lot of errands and running around to do, and generally it's nice to have my son in school for that, but I mean, if I can drive around in it, I might drop him off. You're in New York too? Everyone's in New York. You guys need to take me over to your place where you live. There's Jim and Kayla and all sorts of people in New York. I want to go to New York. Don't forget to give my videos a thumbs up, Kayla. I'm trying to think who else was from New York. Is Bison from New York? I forget. Sorry, my brain is terrible. It's the meds, I tell ya. It's so bad now. Add mom brain to that and all the medications I've been on for this disease. Oh my gosh. It's terrible. But New York, oh, I want to go to New York so bad. It'd be really pretty at this time of year for sure. But I'm sure the travel would be expensive. Very, very expensive. Jim, where are you? And Stacy said she'd be right back. She's probably just getting in. I am, yeah, I'm not very motivated to get anything done around the house tonight. I really do need to do the dishwasher though. I didn't do it last night like I said I was going to. That's procrastination at best. I was slacking. I did all sorts of other stuff. I even cleaned my son's fish tank last night, so I did get that done. but working on the dishwasher. I know I'm so unmotivated. Like, the last thing I want to do is, I look outside and I see how crappy it is. The last thing I want to do is more stuff on the inside, because I know that I'm going to have to go out a shovel at some point in the morning. So that's going to be a #1 agenda, just to get myself dug out to be able to leave the driveway. I'm going to have to start it tonight, I think, because the rest of the driveway wasn't done, and if all the previous stuff adds to the new stuff, I'm going to be stuck. So I think I'm going to have to be out shoveling tonight, and I had a shower. My hair is all dry, so it's going to get all wet again. And I'm not looking forward to this winter, guys. Not at all. Canadian winters, geez. You know, we're never satisfied. We're never satisfied if it's too hot in the summer, and we're never satisfied if it's too cold in the winter. So we're just hard to please, I guess, us Canadians. Canadian, eh? Oh, my friend Lisa's online. Ooh, what should I make to eat? Maybe I should do some nacho cheese and salsa. Or nacho chips and salsa. YouTube. I am chatting on Messenger while chatting to you guys. Trying to decide what food I want to eat. Even if I shouldn't be eating anything, really. I had a cheat meal. Don't tell anyone. I ate McDonald's tonight, but I only had French fries and a McDouble dressed as a Big Mac. That was very delicious, but that was like at 3:30. No, that was at 4:30. So now I'm getting kind of hungry. Turkey, turkey, turkey. So Beth's gonna make me a turkey. We've established that. We talked about Star Wars and Ferdinand, that bull movie. Going to see those this week. Yeah. I don't know. What else is going on? Nobody else is really saying much tonight. What are you up to, Kayla? You said you're unmotivated, but what else have you been up to today? Did you work today? I'm not sure if you have ankylosing spondylitis or if you are from Stacy's chats. I'm really not sure. That guy that said I look like a shoe's not in here anymore. I cannot believe he said I look like a shoe. It was really weird. I found your videos when I was looking for videos about Cosentex. I have glutate psoriasis. Oh, okay. So do you take Cosentex for psoriasis, or are you possibly going on Cosentex? I might be having an allergic reaction right now to Cosentex. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what's happening, but I have been on Cosentex for a year and a half now, and I'm in the process of trying to establish if I am allergic or not. So I don't know what's going to happen. That's what I'm trying to find out tomorrow and get some more answers to see what I'm going to do. Oh, it didn't work. Oh, what's Tremfya? What is that? Oh, I guess that's only going to be a psoriasis medication, right? See, Cosentex happened to come out for psoriasis, but it's also treatable for Cosentex. Cosentex is the only medication that started working for me, but if it's causing all these side effects and all these problems like I'm having, I'm going to have to stop taking it. Oh, cool. That's when, well, Cosentex came out in Canada for me in April, but it's been out in the States longer. Can you take that one for ankylosing or just psoriasis? I'm actually going to Google it just to see. Tremfya. Tremfya. is it guselkumab? Is that how they say it? Approval release. Huh. I'm just kind of looking it up to see. Okay, moderate to severe psoriasis treatment. Huh. Yeah, it doesn't say anything about, it doesn't say anything else about any other options, but. Oh, I see it's in Canada too. It came out in November. They approved in Canada here for me, like in my area too. November 15th. Plaque psoriasis patients who are candidates. It's an approved biologic. So it's a biologic as well. So it's an injection too? Is that what I'm seeing? It's crazy that with psoriasis and ankylosing. Hey, Jim, welcome. Finally, we've been wondering where you are. How is Vikings? It says it's the first approved biologic therapy that severely blocks the IL-23 key inflammatory protein that plays a role in psoriasis. So it kind of works the same way that Cosentyx does, giving you improvement in skin clear and greater improvements in the psoriasis, including itch, pain, stinging, whatever. Huh. I wonder if this is something that will also be used for ankylosing. I don't know. Maybe not. 8 weeks. So did you have to do loading doses with that too, or how did that work? She's in New York. Oh, you saw that she's in New York. Never mind. Of course Jim saw. Jim sees everything. I want to see if you can use it for Trumpia for ankylosing. Maybe. Yep, it does say. It says it's been shown ineffective in rheumatoid arthritis and is currently under a study in psoriatic arthritis and ankylosing spondylitis. So it looks like Tremfya might also be used for ankylosing. So again, see, that's the thing. Like Cosentyx was the same way. Came out for psoriasis, working for ankylosing. I wonder if that's the new drug. Now, I don't know which is the one that is coming for spraying under your tongue for psoriasis. Have you heard of that one? Someone had mentioned to me that there was a drug coming out. Now, this could have been before Tremfya as well. I don't know. But there's supposed to be a spray that goes under your tongue. They're trying to get it FDA approved for psoriasis, and that's the way it is. It's an under-the-tongue kind of spray. Geez, so it is going to be for ankylosing as well. So yeah, as soon as you said it just came out, I wonder if I should ask about it. It just came into Canada for FDA approval this November, so I don't even know if the physical drug is here yet, but at least it's approved, so maybe it's something I can look into, because this Cosentyx sure as heck is not jumping up and down for me. Tremfya? Is that how you say it, though? Tremfya? Or do you not pronounce that? Tremya? Loading dose is 1 injection and another 4 weeks later, and it's every 8 weeks. See, I did the 5 loading doses with Cosentyx. I'm going to have to ask about it. It's another injection medication. Kayla takes it for psoriasis, and her and I were taking the same medication. A lot of the things with psoriasis work with ankylosing, the same disease I have, which is strange. I don't know. Tremfya. Oh, Tremfya. Okay, Tremfya. I'm going to write that down. I'm actually curious. I'm going to ask my doctor about it when I call them tomorrow. I'm calling my rheumatologist tomorrow, so to book an appointment to go see them. I might need to get some blood work done. Ugh, dreadful blood work. I actually have been slacking, so I'm a bad girl. Naughty, naughty. I was supposed to get blood work done in May, so I'm very bad. Well, the Tremfya, I don't know, but the Cosentyx is free for me, but somebody else is footing the bill. So it's $2,000 per injection, so I'm supposed to be paying $4,000, but I'm not. Now, what's the other one called? Remicade. Remicade was $10,000. Is it? Oh, the doctor? Absolutely. I'm in Canada. It's free. That's why you're trying to marry me, so that you can see a free doctor and get your green card. Yeah, eh? Definitely free. So that one, November 17th, it was FDA approved. Yeah, so it sounds like Tremfya is going to be expensive here too. Generally, if it's $10,000 for you, it's going to be a little bit less than that here, or a little bit more, probably a little bit more. So probably $12,000 here. So $10,000 was my Remicade. $10,000 for a 3-hour infusion once every 2 weeks was 10 grand. It was costing. Now I didn't pay for the 10 grand. The government steps in when medications are that expensive and you don't have a coverage, such as like even disability, and our welfare system doesn't cover those kind of drugs either. So you have to go through a different government healthcare. It's sort of like a whole process. It's very strange. I'm just, thank God I don't have to pay it. But the $10,000 was expensive. Yeah, and I was doing $20,000 injections a month. It was very expensive, and it didn't even work. So to think that I had done that for 6 months like that, think of the cost for 6 months worth of treatments. Absolutely expensive, but it's a process. You have to try these medications for 6 months to see how they work. Government approved, like you have to follow the government restrictions. So they also make you jump through hoops. You have to pee in a cup, you have to give your blood, you have to sign your life away, you have to follow certain medications and criterias and make sure you're a non-smoker, make sure you're not drinking, make sure you're not doing this and that and the other thing. So they have a cure. Yeah, people say they have a cure for cancer, but they would never bring in the money that they have if it wasn't for... Yeah, here the drug companies will pay most of it. You have high out-of-pocket. Oh. See, here in Canada, yes, our healthcare is free, but sometimes you still have to pay, like, there are still portions you have to pay. Some benefits don't cover everything. The appointments for doctors are free, of course, and getting into a specialist and our MRIs and scans and all that stuff is free, but... yeah, sometimes the prescriptions are not free. There's a lot of prescriptions I physically had to pay for that were not covered. And I don't make very much money, and I still had to foot the bill. Basic prescriptions. And same with glasses. Oh yeah, you have to pay for glasses here too. You get so much coverage if you have a beneficial plan. You can get some of the credits towards it. Like, I only was able to get $49 credit towards my glasses, so I could only get a frame that fit into that category with the glasses. The actual glasses itself were covered, but the frames are not. And then you have to pay the $75 eye exam fee unless you have coverage for that as well. So, there's a lot of things that aren't covered too anymore, but even like if you get an eye infection, my eye drops were not covered. Some basic antibiotics here in Canada are not covered. So I sometimes have to pay $40 out of pocket and stuff like that. When I was pregnant, diclectin was one of the medications that I took when I was really, really sick. That was $50 for 30 pills, and I didn't get any coverage for that either, and they were really expensive. Sometimes you had to take 2 a day, so they were really pricey medications. Not planning on it. No more children. They're stressful. Stressful. I'm totally waiting on you, Jim. You're going to have the baby for me. You're going to give birth. I need you to get pregnant. I have 1 child. He's 7. I raised him all by my lonesome. He's a good boy, though. Stressful, but good boy. But when you're a single mom, they always stress you out. That's for sure. I think everything stresses me out now. I have the patience of a 2-year-old and the behavior sometimes of a 5-year-old when I'm angry and stressed out. So, whatever. He's learning from me, I guess, by example. He's my little mini-me. She wants another one with me. Don't let her lie to you. I do. In my mind and in my heart, I would love another child. But, oh my gosh. The experiences as a single mom, raising a child by myself, oh man. It's like fighting with yourself. Like, you can't even be mad at him sometimes because he sounds like me when we're having an argument. And all I want to do is laugh, but at the same time, he's making me so mad. They really know how to manipulate you and push your buttons. So, I tell my son on a daily basis he really knows how to manipulate me. And he should be a lawyer when he grows up because he has good arguments. They are. Honestly, Jim, They are a lot of work. I wish I could be an advocate for birth control. Like, I could be a public speaker on conception and, you know, abstinence and not getting pregnant when you're young. And I mean, I was 27 when I had my child, so I was not young. But to have a baby at 27, I had no idea what the hell I was doing. So I don't know how people, when they're really, really young and get pregnant, know what the hell they're doing, because I didn't know what I was doing. And I've been a motherly figure to all my friends my whole life. I was the mom out of our friendship groups. Like, I was the motherly one. I was the responsible one. I was the one that was guaranteed to be a mom. Just when, I don't know. Frank. Hey, Frank. My parents are, and I used to ride with, like, friends of mine that have bikes. A couple of my friends have motorcycles, so I just don't own one of my own, that's all. But I do ride, yes. I have my own gear and lots of Harley Davidson stuff, and my parents have Harleys too, so. Love motorcycles. They are free. To have the wind blow in your hair and travel all over the place on them is really amazing. I love it. I wish I had one of my own. So maybe. It's a futuristic goal. It's a bucket list. Call it if you will. Don't forget to give my videos a thumbs up, guys. Make sure you guys are giving all those thumbs ups. Yeah, kids are definitely, it's a blessing. Kids are a blessing and they are stressful at the same time. Yes, here in Canada you have to wear helmets. I love when my parents go all over the world on their motorcycles because it's neat when you see, like, well, it's not neat and safety-wise, but it's crazy to see that some places you don't require to wear a helmet. It's just crazy. I can't imagine, because I've seen so many crazy motorcycle accidents, to not have any headgear or not have anything to protect yourself. Not safe at all. I think it should be law, 100%. Especially the way that people do drive on motorcycles. There's a lot of crazy drivers. Yeah, my parents drive all over the States. My parents like to travel to Sturgis and like go to Wyoming and North Dakota, South Dakota, and all that kind of stuff. Aw, David, you've been so quiet tonight. I hope you're feeling okay. I hope our conversations have been entertaining for you. I know it's not always going to appeal to everybody, but talking a little bit about everything tonight, I guess, right? Here and there, everywhere, trying to keep the conversation going. Well, have a great night, David. Thanks for tuning in as usual and always being my audience. And I hope you have a great night, and I'll see you next time. Yeah, that's crazy. No helmets. And you see the accidents that happen when they're not wearing a helmet, and it's just like, wow. If they survive, I'd be surprised. It's just terrible. Yeah, you can, if you have a passport, you can go to the States. No problem. They go all the time. They just got back, actually. They were just on a cruise for, like 12 days or whatever. You can, I have a passport, but it's going to expire. No, not usually. I mean, it's one thing if you're coming over and you're bringing a lot of stuff with you and, bringing a lot of stuff back with you. Like, they usually are pretty good at the border security. Like, they're not terrible. There are situations, like, say they were bringing the motorhome over where it might be something they want to inspect, but they're usually really good. My parents don't have any trouble usually. Yeah, Canada, not Mexico. I haven't even been to Mexico myself. I would love to go, but not anytime soon right now. While all this stuff is going on with the Trump and building a wall. I don't think it's safe to go there. I don't know. Yeah, I used to shop in the States a lot too, but given the value of our currency and stuff right now, it's just not worth it for me to drive over, spend $40 to drive over the border, and then pay currency and duty on everything. The longer you stay, the more you can spend, obviously, and bring stuff back, but, I mean, sometimes it's not that beneficial. Is your dad a 1%er? What? A 1%er what? I don't know what you're trying to say. Mr. Bean. He lives in New York. New York. Brooklyn. Yeah, it's expensive. Like a housing. Oh, no. Definitely not. My parents are just like 57-year-old bikers who like dress the biker part, but they're not bad people. My mom's like works in a doctor's office. My dad is retired now. Yeah, like decent people. Some people that dress up as the biker part, some of them can be scary looking, but it's like a facade really. Like people have their own views and thoughts of people in a judgmental way, right? But they're actually decent human beings. The AMA is only 1% of cyclists are outlaws. Oh, I see what you're saying. I loved the show Sons of Anarchy. That was my favorite. I liked the biker show. It was really awesome. I'm sad that it's not on the air anymore, but I bought the whole box set or whatever, so I can watch it whenever I want. Loved it. Yes. Been on a Harley once and almost fell off. I was 13. Oh, I've been on my parents' cruiser bike quite a bit. I dated a guy who had a Honda, like a 500 or something like that, a Honda or something. And we used to ride all the time with my parents. Like I'd ride on the back of his motorcycle and then they would ride with us and stuff. And then a friend of mine, her boyfriend rode motorcycles too, so then the group of us would go out all the time. And then when I wasn't dating him anymore, I would ride on my parents, and they have cruiser bikes, so it's a little bit more comforting and less arching of your back, and just more relaxed really, right? They have all the saddlebags and you can go long distance, but I don't know with my back if I could really do it long. My mom drives the bike too, yeah. It's really cool. She has a purple Harley and she rides that to work and stuff in the summer. A lot of people, I find a lot more people, even people I didn't know ride motorcycles that I was surprised about. There's a lot more girls riding motorcycles nowadays than there used to be, so I would love to have one. I've always wanted one, but it's just not suitable for, until my son's a little bit older, it's not going to be beneficial. He can't really. I do too. I like biker chicks. I think it's cool. Very cool. I've always been kind of tomboyish too, so that's why I like motorcycles. I like dirt bikes and four-wheelers and all that kind of stuff. I wasn't the kind of girl that didn't want to get in the mud and get dirty. So I had a lot of guy friends growing up, and we'd play with the four-wheelers in the sand dunes and stuff like that, and fling mud up at everybody. I loved four-wheeling and dirt biking and stuff. So motorcycles just kind of came in hand with that too. It's fun. It's nice. I like to be outdoors and adventurous like that too. So I like that kind of stuff. I used to snowboard and ski and skateboard. I used to skateboard when I was younger. My one boyfriend taught me how to do tricks and stuff like that. Thanks, Frank. That's why I have the DC tattoo from snowboarding and skateboarding, and that's a good memory for me. It's a very symbolic thing for me. It was something that I love to do. I definitely can't skateboard now. Oh my gosh, I tried getting on a skateboard maybe a couple of years ago. I almost killed myself. It was very bad. Very, very bad. Definitely not as limber as I used to be, that's for sure. I did not want to break my face, to be honest, because I saw that coming. And then skiing. I went skiing in the last few years, but I haven't gone snowboarding again since, so I would love to, but my back is just too much, so it's just really hard on my back. And the parts, the falling is the worst. Yay, we got 7 thumbs. I don't know where Stacy went. She must have went to eat or something. I know with her getting home just now, she's probably, maybe she's still listening. Are you still listening, Stacy? Road rash. Yeah, I don't want any rash, that's for sure. Road rash. I already have enough rash, let alone road rash. Yeah, no injuries. I'd rather not have any injuries from anything like that. I like that I can teach my son this kind of stuff, though. So, my son likes motorcycles, and I took him on a dirt bike and a four-wheeler in the summertime a few years ago. Friends of ours have one, and I got to take him out. It was a lot of fun. I've got pictures of us on a four-wheeler and giving him a chance to try on like one of those mini dirt bike things. So fun. It's so cool. I like that we live like in areas of the like where we have country land, so you can like go out on fields for hours and ride on like snowmobiles and stuff like that. Nova Scotia in the summertime, if we go at all. We'd be going with my parents' motorhome in the summertime during the Wharf Rat Rally. So that would be Labor Day weekend, I think. So, or no, sorry, August 3rd, civic holiday, I think is when the Wharf Rat Rally is. So if we go, it would be during that time, because we want to go on the Cabot Trail and go through and then do the rally. So if it would be for a motorcycle event too, so just depends on cash flow at that time, I guess, because my parents do travel a lot. You want to go see your ex? Yeah, but how are you going to get here from New York? You'd have to like go from New York to Nova Scotia and just meet us there. Fooker? I'm going to look her up. I'm going to like give her a call and like tell her who I am. I'm going to tell her I'm your wife. And she owes me some money or something. I don't know. I'm just kidding. Look up Jim's wife. Stacy, where are you? Are you making us some food? Maybe she's making food. I'm hungry. What are you guys going to make for food? I'm starving. Make me some food. Oh yeah, she was eating pizza. Maybe that's what's going on. Yeah. Right here, Kayla, it's 10:23 p.m. for me. So, you guys are in New York, so it's the same time, right? I think same time. Yeah, you guys are the same time. Same time. New York to Nova Scotia. Oh gosh, I wonder how that would take. Yeah, you guys are the same time. I don't think it's that far to drive to New York. If I was to drive to New York, I think it's only like 6 hours. Let me Google it. Let me Google it. Okay. I'm going to say... I know Buffalo, New York is only 3 hours. But to drive... oh, it says 9 hours. Never mind. 9 hours and 35 minutes if I was to drive to New York. Yeah. See, I can go through, yeah, so I would take the highway. It says that I could drive and I would get there in about 9 hours. And I would take the 400 highway into Queenstown, Lewiston, USA. So towards Rochester. Geez, I didn't think it was 9 hours to drive to New York. I know Buffalo, New York is much closer, but geez, 9 hours? Frig that. Okay, let's see if Buffalo, New York was closer. Yeah, Buffalo, New York for me is only 2 hours and 40 minutes. Jeez. So it's not even 3 hours to go to Buffalo, New York, but to go to New York, New York, we're looking at 9 hours? I can't be that long. Let's see, New York City. No, it's 9 hours and 34 minutes. Jeez, that sucks. That's a long drive. I mean, it's doable. Saves flying, that's for sure. Yeah, Buffalo's like Niagara Falls. It's not far at all. So whatever it's doing here in Canada, it's doing in Buffalo. You're going to see the same crap. Yeah, Buffalo, New York is close though, because like Buffalo, New York is on the other side of Niagara Falls, really, so it's closer for me. It's only 2 hours for me to drive to Niagara Falls, so I had a feeling it wasn't going to be far to go to Buffalo. But I want to go to New York, New York, New York City. I've already been to Chicago, and if I remember correctly, I think it took us 6 hours to drive to Chicago. Let me just check. Chicago. Yep, 6 hours and 36 minutes. So I was correct on that. I remember us driving, and it was only about 6 hours. So hold up, you've never been to who, me? I've never been to New York, ever. Or are you talking to somebody else? Oh, you're talking about Kayla. Sorry, wrong conversation. New York, New York. No, I've never been to New York. I've been to Chicago. I've never even been to Buffalo, New York, so New York is on my bucket list to go to, because I want to do some of the big cities. Like, I've seen Chicago. I want to do New York. I want to do San Francisco. I want to do Texas, and then maybe like Europe and some of like the tropical places like Florida. I'd like to go to like Dominican or Cuba or Jamaica, like those kind of places. So basically I want to do like the big cities. So do New York, Chicago, San Francisco. I want to see the San Francisco Bridge. I want to see the Brooklyn Bridge. A lot of like the bodies of water with bridges and things like that too. But they're all like big cities. Home Alone is my favorite movie and has been since I was young, and I love like the idea of New York too. So yeah, from you. A lot of Canadians go to where? Oh, the Dominican. See, since I have a son, it's not exactly easy for me to just pick up and go away for a week somewhere. Plus, financially, I've never really had the funds to just, like, up and travel somewhere on my own. And I've not had boyfriends that were able to leave Canada and travel as well. So, a lot of guys I dated in the past, like, long term, were not interested in traveling and going somewhere. So, when I was in a relationship for, like, 5 years, we never went on vacation and traveled somewhere together, even before my son or whatever. So, now it seems like everybody has, like, couples or friends to travel with, and I don't really have that, so. Oh, I thought he was saying the Dominican Republic, DR, as the Dominican Republic. A lot of Canadians do go to, like, Mexico, Cuba, Dominican, Jamaica. But it's scary because sometimes they don't return. There's a lot of stuff that happens over there to Canadians, unfortunately. I would like to do... Mexico is always a place I wanted to go to, but given what's going on in the States, it doesn't seem like Mexico would be safe. My parents have traveled to all those places, too. They've been to Dominican, Cuba, Mexico, Jamaica, all that kind of stuff. So they've all been there, but that's the thing. When you get older and you're getting closer to, like, say, before retirement age, you actually have more... That's when you want to spend your life doing those kind of things, like traveling. So I don't really have the finances to just up and do that. I mean, I don't own a house. I do rent an apartment. But, yeah, I want to go to the UK, too. Honestly, I want to go over to the UK. I am addicted to Lush, and Lush started over in the UK. I love the monuments and the statues and all the, like, historical stuff to the UK and stuff. It's crazy. Yeah. There's, like, it's like when you go to the Dominican, you're guaranteed to run into Canadians. It's even people you know sometimes when you go. So, lots of people travel there. I just don't have the extra funds to really do that. So, I don't know. Who knows? Maybe with my car getting paid off and getting all fixed and not having car payments, maybe I'll be able to save and go away. But I don't have a lot of friends that have the money or finances or time off to go and do that stuff too. So I wouldn't even know who to go with, and I wouldn't want to go by myself. So I don't have the friends that can just up and do that stuff too. So they might have the finances, but they don't have anybody to watch their kids, or they can't get the time off work or whatever. So I don't know. It's hard. Like, just hasn't happened yet, but I mean, it will. I mean, I'm sure I'll go at some point. Just isn't in the cards, I guess. So, but that's everyone's goal in life, is to experience some sort of travel, and thankfully my parents have a motorhome now, so I did that with my grandparents when I was younger. We traveled when I was little, and now my son can do that with us too. And if it's my parents that have a motorhome and not me, then great. Like, they had a trailer when I was kids and we traveled. So I'm glad that, you know, my parents now have this transportation that we can save money on as a family and go places together and split the cost instead of being responsible solely for the price myself or something. You know what I mean? So I'm very thankful for that. That gives my family an opportunity to travel and make memories together too. So, and my parents love, you know, taking us places and going traveling. So that's the one thing that I can guarantee we'll probably do. So I would like to go even to Florida just in the motorhome, even if that's what we have to do, because I've never seen Florida. I've never seen a palm tree. So I'd really like to go there as well and experience some of that stuff. So it's cool, but it's hard. Like, I'm now have a disease that's affecting me, so I want to get out and make these bucket lists happen and do stuff like that. So I had to change things in my life that I can't do anymore. So I definitely want to include travel now to give myself stuff to do. I do want to go to Hawaii, but Hawaii seems far-fetched because of how pricey it is. The French Polynesia, like going to where was I wanting to go? Like in St. Thomas, Virgin Islands and stuff like that would be really cool. But all that stuff's expensive. Like the over-the-water bungalows and the gorgeous teal-colored water. Oh my god, those are dreams of mine, but that stuff won't happen. I can dream, can't I? I would love to, but I just don't see that. Unless I marry a rich man who loves to travel one day. I just don't see it happening. Don't think so. But hey, whatever. We can all dream, can't we? Oh, lordy. Lord, child. I can't believe it is 10:30 and we've been chatting for 2 hours. Yeah, I always said a sugar daddy. I'm not opposed to that. I don't know. I gotta live a little, right? Gotta benefit a little. I don't know. I'm just teasing. But, yeah. But, Kayla, I'm definitely going to look into that Tremvia tomorrow. I'm curious. It says it's available for my disease as well. So maybe that's the new opening. I don't know. I'm dreaming of a rich biker, babe. If you find one, Frank, send her to me too. I'll borrow her. I gotta straighten my hair still. I wonder if I should do that while we're chatting. Maybe. I could just plug it in. I'm gonna do that. Plug it in, plug it in. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna plug it in. I gotta look somewhat human when I go out in public tomorrow. Half the time I'll, like, if I have a house to clean or something, I'll have a shower and just leave my hair kind of fluffy and throw it up. Because I throw it up in a ponytail anyway. Oops. But, I'm going to the doctor's tomorrow and I'm actually I haven't worn makeup probably in, like, a month maybe. I don't know. I've been slacking. I just don't care. I think I like you. That's funny. Frank, how did you come across my, like, YouTube channel? Did you join from Stacy's or Ankylosing? I don't know how I came across you joining my channel. I'm learning where all these people are coming from. Plug it in, plug it in. Searched for chat. Oh, cool. I'm excited that I'm making friends on here just at random. I don't know how people are... and you said you subscribed to my channel already, I think you said. Tremvia, Tremvia. Okay, hold on. I gotta grab a hair clip. Ugh. And so the chest pains continue. I have chest pains. I don't know why. Yeah, chest pains. I think I'm just, I don't know, anxious about my car. It is warm in my place. But I'm always wearing shorts and a tank top. You know that. What is ankylosing, if you don't mind? Ankylosing spondylitis is a... I'm trying to give you the best way to describe it. I'm going to give you the... Just so I don't miss anything about it. Hold on. I want to give you the best way to explain it. It's a type of arthritis that, like, affects the spine and joints. So it includes pain and stiffness down, like, your neck, your lower back, your lower lumbar vertebrae and spine, and things can fuse together. And when I say fuse together, it's almost like a calcium buildup where you're stuck in that position. So you can be hunched forward, you can be stuck in one position and not be able to move. It's an autoimmune disease that can be genetic, but can also not be as well. It can be detected by blood. Yeah, so basically you can have like a rigid spine. My neck, for example, is starting to curve at the top of my neck and my back. My lower joints is where it started, and I was misdiagnosed with sciatic nerve. So it's something that could kill me one day. If I do get hunched forward, your ribs can, as descriptive as this is, and it's not always the case in everyone's situation, but your ribs could shoot through your heart and kill you that way. You could have your ribs break and you can hunch forward. There's a lot of situations where it can get very severe and it can kill you. And then there are cases that are not so severe that it may not hurt anyone. And it could just be very debilitating pain and chronic pain for the rest of your life. But there's no cure. Very, very painful. The best way for me to explain it to someone on a day-to-day basis is imagine someone stabbing you in your lower back with a knife, but repeatedly over and over and over and over and over again. So every time you move the littlest, you feel that pain. So it's almost like having a knife in your back and you can't remove the knife out of your back, and it's just stabbing you more and more and more. So basically all they try to do is make you comfortable with medications, narcotics, anti-inflammatories, because not only do you have this in your lower spine, but you also have rheumatoid symptoms all over the rest of your body. Thank you. It's been a 7-year journey so far, and every drug comes with so many side effects, so it's a struggle. So it's not a fun disease, that's for sure. I can live to talk about it at least, and try to motivate others and try to motivate myself some days. But yeah, I don't know how I get through it, to be honest. I really don't. I some days don't know how I even manage or how I can keep going, because it feels like some days I wish I wasn't, but you just find a way, I guess. You build up a pain tolerance too. Like, our bodies fight the pain to a degree, so I still lost you. You guys are so funny. I don't know what I would do without you guys. You make me laugh. You guys are my laughter. Oh, I just lost that. Yeah, so I don't know. It's stressful, very stressful. I just thank God that I live in Canada and my appointments are free and we have the healthcare that we do, because that's one thing that would be very stressful. If I had to pay all this stuff out of pocket, I don't think I would survive. It would add to the stresses of everything. So it's definitely not fun. Not fun. I can't imagine psoriasis being very exciting, though. I mean, that's got to be very itchy and painful. I mean, yeah, it's not a debilitating chronic pain, but I mean, it's got to be a headache. I wouldn't want that either. I feel terrible that you have to go through that, too. I see some of the Google pictures from how that must look, Kayla, so I feel really terrible that you have to go through that struggle. We all are bonded together in some sort of way or shape or form. So, like, I mean, I would never sit here and act like my pain or my disease is bigger than someone else's. Like, I would never think that. There's lots of people going through different diseases and stuff, and I have so much empathy for that kind of stuff. Battling something like this myself, and now is an eye-opener to other people with other invisible illnesses and diseases and stuff like that. So I have a heart for everyone, and after going through this myself, I now have more empathy and feel for other people going through stuff too. Big or small, it doesn't matter. We're all together to try to support each other and get through all these stresses, because everybody handles it differently too. Like, I might look like on the outside that I'm handling it right well, and I could look like I'm handling it well, but I'm falling apart on the inside when I'm home alone by myself, right? So which I do, don't get me wrong, I do fall apart a lot. I cry myself to sleep sometimes, thinking about how am I going to get through the next day, but then you find a way to pull yourself together and just get through it. So I might eat a whole chocolate cake. I might have eaten an entire Taco Bell, but you make it work. So yeah, I'm really craving pizza thanks to Stacy. You need a cuddle buddy. I don't know. I like how you said that, invisible disease. A lot of people don't understand that someone can be hurting. Well, it's like depression too, right? Like, you might not have chronic pain, and you could be going through anxiety and depression and mental health issues too, and people don't get it. So unless you look like you're physically limping or hurting, people won't give you the time of day and look at you as if there's something wrong with you. So someone like myself who might be in a wheelchair or a walker, is it going to take that for people to see that there's something wrong and have sympathy and have empathy? Not that I want people to have empathy for me. I really don't care what people think, but at the same time, it's really sad that our society today takes you to look injured for people to give a shit. You know what I mean? So it's sad. It really is. Because, like, my sister, for example, has a disease that, it's a nerve damaging disease. Now, she doesn't have the same disease as me. She has a different one. And it causes nerve blockages and stuff like that in her feet, her hands, all over her body. If it does block an artery to her heart, it could kill her too. So there's so many things that could cause issues there. But she got one of those disability, like disabled signs for her car to have accessibility parking. And when she would get out of her car, people would yell and scream at her and be like, "You're parking in a handicapped spot. There's nothing wrong with you. You don't look handicapped. Get out of there." You know, like, people are assholes. Like, people are rude and people are cruel, and they just assume by looking at you there's nothing wrong with you. And she went through so many times where she was crying and hurt and upset. And what are you supposed to do? Pull out your medical records and show these people that there's something wrong with you? She could only walk so far without falling or collapsing because the blockages in her nerves and stuff like that were terrible. I mean, she has her flare-ups. She's doing a lot better now than she was. But at the beginning of her disease and diagnosis, she went through a lot to find medications to help her get to a better place. So it's terrible. People are evil. Like, I strongly think that people are worse now. Like, so heartless. More so now than ever before. Like, people are just, I don't know who's raising these people, but terrible. Sorry, I'm just trying to make sure I don't miss any spots. Oh. I know, it's terrible. People are evil. 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 I just think that in time, karma will get all of those buttholes. Not fast enough, unfortunately. I found out the hard way that karma just doesn't work in fast enough ways, but whatever. It'll happen. If it's meant to be, it'll happen. I'm just a strong believer. I've adulted a lot. Like, being single the last 7 years, I found myself too, and going through this disease by myself too, and I don't know, I'm heartless on certain things too. Like, now I'm an asshole, but I'm anal about certain things too, and I'm more willing to be kind, and I don't know. I've changed my ways a lot too. I was immature, and maybe that's just the way that it is with people. Until you kind of go through something or experience something, it takes those experiences to help you grow. So I'm assuming the same thing too. Maybe people just need a harsh reality of what's happening around them by having something happen to them. So, yay. So I'm straightening my hair. My hair is kind of wavy on a regular basis, and if I get out of the shower and let it dry naturally, it does kind of do a nice little curl wave kind of thing. My hair is getting longer, actually. I did chop it off for the first time in my life over a year ago now. My hair used to be way past my butt, and I decided, because I used to get headaches really bad from wearing my hair up, and sometimes it was just so long. It's thick too, like it gets really, really thick. So I decided to chop my hair off, and I've kept it kind of short for a really long time. It's been up to here for the majority and a little bit longer than that even, and now it's kind of growing out again. So I kind of like this length. I think I'm going to keep it. I just don't have money to dye my hair right now, so I don't know what I'm going to do with the colors, but I've got a lot of blondes and reds. My mom's a redhead, so I've got red colors in my hair, and I highlight it. Like, I'll highlight it. I don't like whole head dye because I usually go to the salon. I have friends that will do my hair and stuff for, like, I still have to pay, but it's pricey. So I just have been spending money on wax hauls and Lush products and Christmas shopping, and I can honestly say I haven't bought clothes for myself in probably like 5 years, but yeah, like I've been going up and down in my weight too. So when I was pregnant, I think I weighed about 170 something pounds pregnant, and I'm 4'11", and I should probably be anywhere from 130 to 140, somewhere in there, like to be a better weight, and I've been 162 for a while. So I'm having a hard time battling weight too, because that's the thing, when you're stressed, you're depressed, you're anxious, you eat too. So I eat through my emotions. I also sit more. I know I can't shop in the size I want. I would ideally love to be a medium. Right now I'm a large, extra large. So, I mean, and when I say extra large, it's just because sometimes the materials itself fit smaller. So I would love to be a small medium, but I don't know if that's ever going to happen. But I do need to like change my eating habits, and I've been working on that slowly. So it's very hard when you're set in your ways too. Like, I'm stubborn. I'm very, very stubborn, and I like to eat whatever the hell I want to eat, and I'm not going to eat what people tell me to eat. So if I want to eat pizza 7 days a week, I eat pizza 7 days a week. So that's the hard part for me. I need to have a little bit more self-discipline when it comes to eating habits. I just am terrible. I don't care. I don't give a crap what people think sometimes. So if I look fat, I'm fat. Who cares? But you know, but then I go to try on something and go out and wear something and I don't fit in anything. So I'm kind of doing this to myself. So you know how it works. It's a cycle. It's an unhealthy cycle. Anyone who has anxiety or depression, you kind of get it. We have our own inner demons, and like right now I'm having chest pains. I don't know. I don't even know why. Holiday Barbie is awesome. Oh yeah. Sorry, my girlfriend one of my friends just came online. We got our wax haul today. So I've got a video for that from Zape Bath, and she finally just got to smell the stuff I dropped off to her. So she's telling me which one she really likes. I love all of them. They smell amazing. I ordered another overstock. I can't buy anything until the new year now. Like, I won't be able to order anything for a while because I've pretty much spent as much money as I'm able to spend, and now it's car time. So yeah, my lip is still really swollen. You guys are so quiet tonight. Nobody's talking. This is kind of like the bump right here. It's on the top. It's all under here, and it's all like scabby, kind of like blistery. The struggle is real. I heard lips and came back. I don't know. That's the thing, Kayla. I'm not sure. So, I'll show you the one on my wrist. I showed it last night. I have a big welt right here. I had one here. I have one here. I'm wearing shorts. I don't really want to show you my legs and stuff, but here's like, I have all these scabs up my legs. I have a bump right here. I used to have some right here on my chest. I started breaking out and went to the emergency room. This was on November, I want to say 6th. Now, I took my Cosentyx injection on the 4th of November, and by the 6th of November, I was covered in bumps. Now, I've been taking this drug for a year and a half, so immediately it wasn't the drug I was thinking about. I didn't think it was the drug. So went to the emergency room. My son doesn't have anything like this, just me. So here I am thinking, oh no, I'm having some sort of like anxiety, because I was really, really stressed out at the time. I was having panic attacks. I was having stress like you would not believe. Money was kind of tight. Things were going wrong with my car. And then I found out about, like, the fact that my car wasn't a lease anymore and I had to pay all these fees to get it into my name and stuff. So I just assumed stress and hives. So went to the emergency room and they said, no, it looks like bug bites. We're going to treat you for bug bites. It's got to be scabies or something. So we don't know for sure. We're just going to treat you for skin scabies. And I'm like thinking, skin scabies? Like, what the hell is that? So he asked if we had fleas or bed bugs or anything like that. Now, I've lived in the same place for 4 years. We're very clean people. Unless something was contracted from the school, that's the only thing that I could think of, because other kids contract things and share and whatever, right? So I also work at my son's school, so me thinking maybe I picked something up, who knows, right? So we got treated for skin scabies, and I know kids are gross. I didn't want to talk about it. I was really embarrassed because skin scabies does not sound good at all. But now we've done the treatments for it and stuff like that. And then, like, I even treated my son just to be safe, but I still have these bumps. And we've been doing our laundry at the laundromat. We've been vacuuming like crazy, vacuuming the couches, like doing everything as a precaution in case it's like an infestation of some sort of bug or something. So then I went to the skin disease specialist and he said, no, that's not scabies. Who the hell told you that? Like, but yet they still haven't like tested my skin. So I keep getting told by every professional that it's not a skin scabies, which I should be thankful, but I'm still not convinced that it's not, because they look like bites the way they appear. They look like a mosquito bite. They swell up really big on me and get really, really itchy, 10 times worse than a mosquito bite. This is a safe place to talk about stuff. But yeah, so I don't know what it is. I'm starting to think maybe 100% it's the Cosentyx. So I don't know. And I'm scared because Cosentyx is the only drug that officially worked for me where it gave me something. Now, does it give me relief like you would think? No. But it's something. So I've been scared to like let that crutch go because it gave me something, then everything else has given me nothing. So I'm just scared to get off of it. I'm scared, but at the same time, the side effects from all of these biologics are life-threatening. Like, they are terrible. So, I don't know. I don't know what to do, and I find out tomorrow. So, well, maybe get some more answers tomorrow. I don't know, but that's where my stresses come from. And the more I stress, the worse they get. So, like, I have one on the bottom of my foot. Do you know what it's like to have a bite on the bottom of your foot or a bump on the bottom of your foot itchier than you've ever had in your life? Like, it's terrible. I shoved a push pin through it last night. That's how itchy it got. I let it hurt so that it would stop itching, and it still itched anyway. So I rammed a pin in it. So I've been scratching so much. So it's terrifying. It's terrible. But I feel comfortable now talking about it with you guys and talking about it openly because, like, skin scabies sounds like a very dirty thing, and I was kind of embarrassed and I was really nervous to talk about it. But, I mean, until I know for sure that it's not, it's still an experience to talk about. I do work with kids. I do work at a school. Contracting contagious things is not uncommon, but my son doesn't have this stuff, so I'm the only one taking Cosentyx. He's not. He has skin eczema, which looks totally different than this. Then there's been times where he's had irritations on him that kind of resembled what I have, but not at the same time, so I don't know. I'm really stressed out about it, to be honest. It's been the topic of all my chats lately for the last little while. I'm sure you guys will be happy to hear when I have good news about it. Yeah, so it's like, who cares? No, but like, I don't want to air out my dirty laundry, but I have friends on Facebook that are going to see this too, so, I mean, everybody in my life is going to see this if they go on my group, so, I don't know. It's a very, the only thing that's really stressful about it all is having to itch and be so itchy, and then they're also like scarring my skin. So I now have scars all over my body from the itching too. Like, it's the itching that's making the scarring, obviously, but they're that itchy that you're itching them and you need relief. And no creams or nothing is helping with the itching, and Benadryl isn't helping anymore, and the prednisone didn't help. So Lord help me tomorrow is all I can say. I pray that these silly doctors can figure this crap out, because I'm going to strangle one of them if not, because I'm not going to be nice about it anymore. Like I told you, I have the patience of a 2-year-old sometimes, so I'm going to be really aggressive if I don't get any answers, because I'm not wasting any more time. I have to sit in a waiting room for 2 hours tomorrow again, like I did last week, just to get in to see this doctor. So I better have some sort of relief after this. So we'll see. Yes, so I am parched. I feel like no matter how much water I drink, I'm still really thirsty today. Oy vey is a doozy. Absolutely. And that's the thing, it's a clinic and it's a skin specialist, so I should be thankful I'm even going and able to get in, but still, it's stress. If I had any more ice cream left in the freezer, I'd be eating it. I'm trying to quit pop. I did have a little bit of some tonight too, but it was fountain pop, so it's always watered down more, but it's really hard for me, but I've been doing really good. I'm actually surprised I'm doing good, because I usually don't. I think I'm just really dedicated to trying to find out what this is, and I do feel like crap after I drink Coca-Cola. I am starting to get like that gross feeling in my mouth, and I feel really crappy afterwards, so I've gotten to that point where I think I've overdone it too much, that I'm starting to feel terrible. Terrible. Oh! Yeah, so I don't know. We'll see. I think we're going to do pizza for dinner tomorrow night. I don't know. I usually do like a walk-in pizza for $5 sometimes. The cheapest way works. I had my leftover bacon and eggs for breakfast this morning. Oh, that was really good. I could make bacon again. Bacon. Like, I feel terrible right now. Maybe I need to take the hemp works. I just feel like crap. Do not feel very well at all. Well, guys, we've been here for 2 hours and 27 minutes and 49 seconds, and still no Stacy. Where did Stacy go? I think Stacy's gone. Is she doing her own chat? I don't think so. No. Nope, it doesn't say she's live, so I'm assuming that's a no. I don't know where she is. She's MIA. Oh well, she came on and said hi and chatted for a minute and gave my video a thumbs up, so that's cool. Don't forget, anybody here, if you haven't given a thumbs up, don't forget to do that. You can subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I do upload videos weekly. I do live chats weekly. I've been doing more chats than normal. I don't know. I might do one tomorrow. We'll see. I do have a lot of videos to get uploaded, so I want to get cracking on that. Yeah, we'll see how the day. I do want to keep you guys up to speed on what's happening, so maybe I'll still fill you in later on in the evening on a live chat on how my appointment went and how my car's getting fixed, how that's going. Figuring I should have some tires hopefully picked out by tomorrow, so hopefully. Then they'll be getting put on Friday. So then I would hopefully not slide too much, or I still will. I don't know, so it's nice to catch you live. Yes, it was very nice. Thank you so much, guys, for coming in and tuning into my journey as you always do. I don't know if my conversations are your cup of tea or if what I talk about on my vlogs are interesting or not, but needless to say, it's entertaining for me. I love chatting with you guys and building new friendships, and I wrote all that for nothing. I should go to the doctor because something is in the bottom of my foot. Oh, have you had it checked, or was this something that happened recently? Sorry, I just saw it now. I'm sorry. Don't shoot the messenger. These, when I'm talking, the comments will pop up and go away and pop up and go away and stuff like that. So I don't always get to see everything right at that moment. Yeah, waiting rooms suck terribly. And I find every doctor's appointment I go to, I at least have to wait a little bit. And sometimes it's at least an hour. This one, though, was 2 hours. It was terrible. I cut it, but it's deep. Ooh, did you not get stitches? Or did you stitch it yourself? Don't stitch it yourself, Jimbo. Jeez, what if you get gangrene and it gets infected? You're going to have to get your foot cut off. That stuff happens. If you don't take care of the infection, or if it gets infected, you're screwed. That can get into your bloodstream. I used nail cutters. Oh. It's still in there. Oh, God. Go get it checked, definitely. You want to make sure that you're safe and you're healthy. Sometimes you can get a random infection and gets into your bloodstream. Be careful with that kind of stuff. That's, oh, I'm losing this here. Ugh. Very scary. Well, at least I got something accomplished. I got to multitask while chatting and doing my hair at the same time. Now when I get off this chat, I'll be able to eat something and watch a couple of shows and then crash out. I won't have to do it all later. It's kind of like I just got it all done. Very happy about that. I didn't realize I could multitask and do this. Yeah, I'll get some bedhead by the time tomorrow comes. But at least when I straighten it, it's flatter and it's not as bad. It's not as puffy in the morning. It's not terrible. I just have such frizzy, thick, curly hair, like wavy hair. So it gives me a chance to get a head start on taming it, basically. Because if I don't tame it in some way, it kind of goes crazy. It has a mind of its own. A mind of its own. Thank God you guys don't have to do your hair like this, eh? Us girls have it hard. Menstrual cycles, makeup, and hair. It's terrible. And just like that, I'm transformed. It's like a makeover online while we're live. Transformation complete. Now I just need makeup on and we're good, right? My hair was longer than yours. Oh, really? Is it like the hockey hair style? There we go. I feel complete. Just kidding. Tacos would make me feel complete. And pizza. Do you guys want to send me some New York pizza? Thanks. Ugh. I feel gross. Who wants to cook for me? Where's Stacy? I should get Stacy to come cook for me. Make me some. What is that stuff she does when she eats on TV? I forget what it's called. Puck bang something. It would go bad. Well, it'd definitely be cold by the time I got here. I don't even think the postal outlet would allow food to be shipped here. They'd confiscate it and throw it out. I wouldn't even get it. I don't think you can bring food into the, you can mail food. There. I think that's all I'm going to do with my hair for the night. Ugh. Yay! Success. Multitasking 101. Great conversation. 2.5 hours down. Now I've got lots of editing and stress for the next 2 days. Throw it out. Throw it out. Have a soda pop, eh? Eat some. Put your socks on, have a pop, and eat your pizza. And go out and about. Our Canadian lingo. Oh, guys. Well, it's been swell. It's been real. Thanks for keeping me entertained. I'm going to go for now, I think. Bye, Kayla. Bye, Jim. Bye, Frank. I don't know if there's anybody. I don't even think Beth is here anymore. And we know David left. So Bison left too, I think, and Stacy's gone. It has been swell. Catch me again, guys, on another chat. Kayla, you can always go to my Facebook page group thing too, guys, and you can add my group to your Facebook. It's Living Life with Ankylosing Spondylitis on Facebook. I'll post the links down below. As soon as this video goes live on the YouTube in a minute, it'll have all the links. I'll copy and paste them down below. Or you can go to yesterday's live chat and copy the links from there. We can always message on Facebook, or you guys can email me or whatever. Oh, you don't? Who doesn't have Facebook? Oh, wow, Kayla. Well, you can write me anytime on here on YouTube. Comment and I'll write you back. Lots of times I'll chat. It's just kind of like a messenger, but through chat on YouTube. That's hilarious. Not in a bad way. Just I've met very few people that don't have social media. It's very, very different. I can't survive without it, to be honest. But yeah, well, you guys have a great night. Thanks for tuning in. I will see you guys on the next video, and I hope you guys have a great Wednesday night. Hump day. Hump day is almost over. Be safe in the snow. Be careful where you go. Be kind to one another, and I will see you guys on the next video. Bye, guys.